to work. And when it was now in December, he was like, I asked him, I was like, did you break up with the girl? And he said, no, we haven't broken up yet. And then I was like, okay, fine, cool. And he spent the whole New Year's Eve not online. His contact was unreachable. And the 1st of January this year, he was not available and he wasn't there. He just ghosted after I think we had a small argument. He thought that maybe it was sort of like a long distance relationship. Okay, fine. The first 9 months, it was a short distance relationship. We literally stayed together. And then he went out for work somewhere else. And he then started cheating on me with his so-called friend, right? And I gave him a period up to like December for him to break up with the girl. That was in November when I found out about the whole thing that was going on. And then December came, he didn't break up with her. And then we had an argument over that. And he ghosted 31st January, 31st December, and 1st of January, and up until the 5th of January. So apparently I actually was fuming. I was angry and I felt stupid and I felt like I'm putting more effort in this relationship. And it seemed like I was the one who tried to make things work. I wanted the things to work, but then he wasn't. He didn't show me, okay. He didn't show me that he wanted it to work, okay. And then this other guy, I accidentally accepted his proposal. The guy that I cheated with. I accidentally, like, he ghosted for 5 days. Okay, fine. And then this guy, I was like, I didn't know I'm actually accepting his proposal, but I did. And the next thing I realized, he was calling me babe. And then I was like, are we dating? Because I was actually confused. And then he was like, yeah, yesterday you said, but I don't know. It was just so messed up. Okay. And then I started thinking of how I can break up with this other nigga, this recent dude that I started dating. And then he didn't give me any reason to. And after 7 days of my first boyfriend ghosting on me, he came back and then he was like, hi babe. My phone was dead. I was like, what? You're lying. Okay, I didn't tell him that initially because I called his mom, I called his brother while he was ghosting, and then they both say that he's at home. We left the house to him. He was alone at home. Like, this scenario was so crazy, okay? And then like I told him, could your mom told me could you were at home and she was actually chatting with you. She was talking to you all this while, but you come back to me and you tell me that your phone was dead. How come? Because even when I tried calling, it would go through maybe 6 a.m., right? And it would ring twice. And 6 exact on the clock, on the dot. I call him
Guys,
again.
tap on
It's
your
not
screen. Tap
reachable.
on your screen, guys. Tap on your screen.
I call him again and it's not reachable. And then I'm like, nigga, he has someone. He probably doesn't want to answer my calls because he knows that he has someone with him right now. And then he comes back after 7 days. And mind you, I'm already in a 2-day relationship, another 2-day relationship when he comes back. Okay, fine. And then I'm like, okay, nigga is trying to change now. Hey, I'm sorry. My phone had died, but actually I'm back. Let's pick up from where we left. I love you. And since I was deeply like head over heels in love with him, I was just blinded. And then I was like, fine, let's date. But I didn't open up. I didn't tell him, you know what, when you were 7 days ghosted me, I just went and seeked attention from this other nigga and we accidentally got into a relationship. I didn't tell him. Then I started to find
The word
reasons for me
accidentally,
to.
though. Anyways, sorry, go ahead.
Well, okay, let me just say we just we got into another relationship. Fine, it's fine.
It's like, oops. Oh yeah, another.
Yeah, you see, it was too soon. No, obviously something not even reasonable in my head. It's something not even reasonable. Okay, so then after 2 days he comes back, right? And then I'm now in another relationship, and then he's trying to fix things. I'm sorry, my phone had died, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, cool, fine. And then after that, this other new guy, the 2-day-old relationship, he didn't find out anything. Wait, wait, stop reacting.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm like, how can I dump him? So this guy was very fast forward. After, let me say, about a week of us dating, he was like, you know what? I want us to get married. I'm actually planning things fast because I'm now old. So I need us to 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 sort things, I go introduce you to my family and what. And then I was like, okay, wait, this is too fast. And then I told him straight up, you know what, dude, I'm not yet ready for marriage. I'm 24 at the moment, and I I had planned my future like this. I want to get married at the age of 28. So at this moment, I'm not even down for any marriage thing. So I think it's best for us to break up. I just told him that honestly, that was a stupid reason for me to break up with the guy, but I just didn't want to have two relationships. I wanted to cut out this relationship as said because my initial boyfriend had come back, you understand? And then I was like, no, we cannot date. I think this relationship was a mistake. I'm not good for you. That's what happened. And then after that, we broke up fine. After a week later, he saw this other post on on TikTok when I posted a vlog of me going to school, and then I was like, of course, my flowers. I got money bouquet for my Valentine, whatnot. And then he came
where
back.
did
He
you
was
get
like,
it from?
now wait, it was just a lie, content. Okay, so wait. So then I was like, no, it's just content. I didn't get anything for Valentine. You actually bought me some clothes. Wait, no, wait. Um, he bought me some clothes. This guy bought me some clothes for Valentine. He bought me some clothes and he sent me money through uh money. He sent money, not hard cash. It was just a transfer, okay? And that is what he got me for Valentine. But my initial boyfriend was like, you know what, babe, I'm so broke, I don't have money, but don't worry, I'll make it up to you in August, whatnot. But then, okay, fine. So this weekend, I went to visit my initial boyfriend. But when I went to visit my initial boyfriend, I had the intention to tell him because I didn't want him to figure it out for himself. I was like, you know what? I want to open up to you. I actually cheated on you. I got involved with a guy. In fact, I dated a guy. That time when you ghosted those 7 days, I dated someone, and the moment you came back, we were already in a 2-day relationship, and I
Oh,
couldn't break up with the nigga, so I was still finding fault so that I can break up with him officially. After breaking up with him officially, I would come and tell you all the shit that happened, okay? And then at first he took it very calm. He was like, "Oh, okay, so that's what happened. Okay, it's fine." Then on Saturday, this was Friday when I told him when I went over to, for the to the weekend. On Saturday, we were scrolling through my phone, right? And then boom, a screen recording of my. I had actually screen recorded something on my phone, and those pop-up messages came, and there was a message from Daddy, and then he was like, "Who's this Daddy?" And then I was like, "You know what? This guy is the same guy that I told you could I cheated on you with." And
oh.
finally, the reality flashed. He was like, "Damn, so you were actually telling the truth that you cheated. I thought you were just kidding. I thought it was a lie. So you guys, did you actually fuck? What? Not blah blah blah." He started asking questions, and then I was like, okay, for that moment, I didn't even apologize, to be honest. I didn't apologize. I was like, you know what? You cheated on me several times, okay? And I forgave the shit out of you, but I was angry. And the reason why I actually got into another relationship was because you were not there. You ghosted me for 7 days. And then I thought could maybe you didn't want me anymore. And then I was like, fine, let me go and seek closure to another guy. But You know what? It's not my fault. I was messed up. I didn't take accountability, okay? I said what I said and I did what I did. Yeah, that's true, of course. And yesterday,
Keep
when he
going.
was now
I'll be back.
accompanying me,
Keep going.
he
I'll be
was
back.
like, you know what? I think um we have to break up. He said, I think we have to break up. And that is not sitting well with me at all. I am trying. I am really trying. I actually uh yes, I had been doing it all right. I had been doing it all right. I was loyal from the get go, you understand. And he did a lot of fucked up shit. But then I still stayed. And even when he cheated, and then I gave him a period of time. Okay, I give you up to December because I cannot just clearly tell you that it's over without okay, you cannot break up with the girl for no reason. So I'm just giving you up until December so that you can break up with her. After that, we continue our love because I want us to grow, it was something else. And yesterday I ended up telling my mother's young sister to to call him and to apologize on my behalf. But yeah, nigga doesn't want to hear that shit anymore. And even his friends, I told them, and then they were like, you know what? Those are minor issues. Don't worry, he's going to forgive you, but I don't think he's going to forgive me in any way. Because Mm, mm, I don't know. And as of the guy that I was cheating with, the 2 month relationship guy, I I actually told him yesterday. I was like, you know what? Um I was in a relationship when we started dating, and I'm sorry for that. I opened up. I just wanted to make sure that if it is a lose everywhere, I just want it to be a lose everywhere. I just want to break up with both of the guys so that I can actually be single. I told him, I was like, you know what? I actually started a relationship with you whilst I was in a 1 year and some months relationship. Yeah, so I don't know. What do you think? Like, is he going to come back? Is he going to forgive me? Because the friends were like, he is probably just angry, but he is going to come along. He's going to come back. I don't know, but I really want him back. But I'm sure if he comes back, I think things will be different. I don't know what to do. Yes, I was just doing my thing because nigga was being disrespectful. He would say mean things. He would be like, what if I break up with this girl, then I'm sure it's guaranteed that I'm going to cheat. I'm going to cheat on you I'm just going to start sleeping around. That's what he said. That was the reason why he didn't want to break up with the girl. Like, who does that? Mm-mm.
Wow. Well, so you both. So he broke up with you, and he's. Can you hear me?
And this guy, uh,
So he left.
I am
Right?
24. I'm 24. So yesterday he then broke up with me when we were on our way. Like I was on my way back home and he broke up with me on our way back home. I was like, you know what? I can't do this because you cheated. And when I came back from that house, I then went to the guy that I cheated with and then I told him, "Good, I started dating you when I was already in another relationship." I told him. So that's that. I don't know what should I do at that moment because I really love that guy, but I don't know.
Do you think that any of you love each other? Like,
Hmm?
because you said it's 7 days, right? Do you know that sometimes? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Sometimes because you said you both sound like you're um you know you have trust issues, right? Like right now, he hurt you, then you did the same. And you said because of what he did, it's not really because of what he did why you do what you did. It's because you he was pretty much absent. He ghosted you, right? So with ghosting, did he said that we're breaking up? Like, did he kind of give you any hint that the relationship is over?
Yeah.
Can you can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I feel
I think you
like,
know where I'm getting at. Where am I getting at? Tell me. Don't let me say. Tell me.
yeah, I feel like you're just trying to say that there's no relationship at all. Like, we're definitely going to, in fact, we've already broken up and there's no second chance for us.
Like,
But
I'm
it's
just
actually kind of hard for me to get off the relationship because I thought we were getting somewhere and I never expected it to go this way. But I
yeah.
feel like this guy took me for granted. I mean, he took me for granted. Like, I'm just confused. He took me for granted and I had to react to that.
So
And after reacting, I felt guilty. And after being guilty, I just had to tell him and to tell the guy that I cheated with. And I feel like I just need to give him space. Right now, that's the thing that I'm doing. I haven't texted him since yesterday. I haven't spoken to him since yesterday. I just want to
did you do that? Just kidding.
I talked to him, of course. I confronted like a bit. I sent people. I sent his friend. I sent my 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 mother's younger sister. I don't know what you call that there. And they talked to him, and the friend said, "You know what? You've really shattered this guy because he thought you guys were going somewhere, and he thought you were never going to cheat on him, and you have actually proven his fears, and he's now
So
playing the victim." Exactly my point. He is playing the damn victim because right now I'm feeling like I did him so bad, but at the same time he did 100 times more than what I did, and I actually okay,
uh,
no, I'm fuming, to be
right, no
honest.
worries. So let me ask you, KUDZA. You don't mind us so we have a lot of people there saying move on and all of that. But if you look at the context of what you're saying, um, overall, maybe this will turn that phone off.
Yes. No,
So
it's
I
my
noticed
other phone. It's just, I'm sorry.
he's calling. Okay.
Okay.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Can you hear me? You're good?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you look at it, so initially you said he was pretty much betraying you, right? And I think at that
Yeah.
point was a good time to, just let go of that relationship or make a decision around that before things got worse. But okay, that didn't happen. Now he ghosted you, and is it that did he tell you that this is the end, or um, was he just silent? And was that a usual
He
him?
was No, that was definitely not the usual him.
Yeah,
He just ghosted.
yeah, and maybe he ghosted you because who knows? He was probably with someone else. Who knows? But overall, what I'm saying is, it's like you made a decision to, like, get with someone else, and I mean, no one can say that's wrong. Um, I mean, I'm not saying putting a wrong or right to it. I'm just saying you made a decision to move on to someone else. Then he returned. I don't know. I think that
Yeah.
he should have probably said, "Hey, it's over," or if he didn't say so, you should have maybe wait on that clarity if you wanted to, let's say as someone who doesn't cheat, all of that. But no, it's all twisted up and it's all over the place. So I don't know. Maybe you both just should like what's happening now. Just let it unfold. You go your separate ways. He does this, do the same.
Yeah. Mm, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly, at this moment, I'm very
Back
confused.
follow notifications.
And the most surprising part about all this is I then talked to the other guy that I cheated with, and I told him about all that, and then he was like, "Oh, okay, it's fine. Um, you know what? I'm not the girl, the guy that I cheated with, the guy I cheated after, the guy I cheated him with after he ghosted. That's the guy who I told. I was like, you know what? I just want to be honest with you. I was already in a almost 2-year relationship when we started dating. And he was like, oh, so why did you come to me? I was like, I know, I told him straight up, this guy ghosted, he was taking me for granted, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, oh, okay, that's fine. You know what? I really love you and I think we can fix this. This is not much of a big deal. I am
Everyone
ready
hit the
to
follow so you
forgive
can see
you.
me next time.
He was like, I'm ready to forgive you, and I hope you are not going to keep things away from me. And tell me, have you already broken up with this guy? And then I was like, yes, I broke up with him today. And yeah, exactly. Being too honest, that's very bad. That's very bad. I was just too honest for nothing. Um, and then I just realized that no, this reaction is very bad. Why is he being so calm, and why is he very understanding? And then he ended up, I told him, no, I don't like the way you're reacting. And then I was like, what do you want me to react like? I was like, you have to be angry, you have to fume, at least say a bit of something. And then that's when he was like, you know what, I want you to respect yourself, blah blah blah. He started fuming, but I think that was from Chat GPT or something, because that's not his words. And then I was like, okay, fine. I was like, okay, fine.
You
And
know, we had someone
today I
yesterday
told
who
him.
had a experience like a relationship like that. She said she was pretty much dating ChatGPT because uh, the guy would just type her messages in and said provide a response. And so it's interesting to hear you say that today. But anyways, go ahead.
Okay.
Wow.
So I told him today in the morning, I told him, I was like, you know what, nigga, I'm sorry, but I think I need some space to fix myself because I am really a bunch of messed up. Like, I'm just a mess right now. So I don't want to continue this relationship with you when I know that I am a mess, a messed up someone. So just give me space. And he was like, fine. And actually, I don't mind that he said that, even if he said we have to break up, because I don't love the guy. Like, I don't love him. I just accidentally, okay, I just got into a relationship with him just because I wanted to find attention somewhere. I wanted to feel loved by someone, and he was there for that. But then the initial guy came back. But I don't know. In fact, I now know. This guy took me for
Exactly. I think you
granted.
know. I think you know, like you know.
This guy took me for granted, and he's now blaming me for everything. And you know what? I don't know. I think I'm just going to give him space. Like, from today. In fact, today I didn't even text him. But I did. I sent a video, something about don't give up on someone that you love. What not? Because I was trying to ask for forgiveness, but now thinking of it, uh, it's a lot.
Give me an update in like 2 weeks' time or so. I'll be curious to hear what you guys think.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Bye.
Always take care. I'll get you done. It's okay. Wow. Tracy said you're laughing respectfully. Guys, if I have new people in the chat, first of all, I want you to type your country in the chat. Drop your country in the chat. And secondly, hit the follow. Let's make some noise in here with the follow, guys, so you can see me next time. Gotta remember, hit the follow so you can see me next time. And if you have a story of your own, oh man, I'm not gonna ask for any more. I have 8 people in here. See how it is? Like sometimes you're waiting and okay, so I'm gonna get Panda. You've been here. Remember, I think how it's the thing is set up. Um, it prioritizes gifters, okay? That's what it says. So you wanna beat the line, you know what to do. Okay, so I'm getting the next person in. I did try Panda, you weren't here. Lisa. 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 So they trying day one. Top choice. See, you've been here. Daydream. Wow, I'm going through this list pretty fast. Suddenly, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, suddenly. Y'all acknowledge suddenly in the chat. Remember, guys, if you're new here, hit the follow so you can see me next time while you're scrolling. Anyone else have a story? Just keep requesting, guys. Hit the request to join. Hit the request to join so I can get you in. Suddenly, thank you for the roses. I don't understand. Like, I had 8 people and the request. Guys, the request timed out. So you gotta resend your request. If you had previously sent a request, you're gonna have to resend it because they all timed out on me. Imagine 8 people, 8 requests timed out. Just resend the request, guys. If you're still here, send me your request again. Can you imagine 8 people? I had 8 people and not one. They all just timed out. So now I am here waiting again for people to request. That's the worst part, waiting. But while we're waiting, guys, drop your country in the chat. Where are you watching from? Is it your first time here? Type first in the chat. If this is your first time here, type first in the chat. What did you eat for dinner? You're asking me. That's a good question. What? I had. What did I eat? I'm trying to remember. Guys, I think I didn't eat dinner. Go eat. Okay, I'm gonna go eat. Let's get someone on here first, though. I'll have something while that's happening. Did you eat? Yeah, that's a good question. What did I actually have? Oh, yeah, I had the cereal. That's what I had. Guys, share the live with someone you want to wake up right now. Someone you want to have share their story or hear others' story. Just share the live, share it, share it, share it. Hit the follow, guys. I don't know. Oh, I have someone else. Let's get this person on right away. Go GOL Goda.
Hi,
Hi, welcome, welcome.
good morning. Yeah, I'm going to share my story, and but not this morning, but I just want to commend you that you're doing a very good job.
Oh,
Yeah, because these days a lot of men don't know what is going. They know, but they channel their face like to a different corner. Like, no, it's not true because it benefits them a lot.
that's
So
true.
I just was watching you from the FYP, and I
Oh,
went.
FYP. What? I'm so famous.
Yeah, of course. You should know that even if people don't come into your live, you might have like 100 and something people watching you from live, but there are millions of people watching you from the
Oh,
FYP.
no, I know. Y'all listen, y'all join in this and start watching me from the FYP.
Yeah, always tell, yeah, people just stay there to see if you're really making sense. For a lot of men,
Okay.
it's not making a lot of sense. They're like, what is this dude doing? He is so
Gotcha.
this, he's so that. But a lot of women, you're going to help a lot of lives because
Mm.
there are a lot of women going through abuse, and more especially from Africa, from around Africa. And it's so disappointing that our men, they act like they see it like it's not abuse, it's a tradition. It's a tradition or it's a culture. The things
I
they
see.
mention as abuse, the things that women face as abuse, a lot of African men, I'm not saying all African men, but a whole lot of African men think, no, a woman shouldn't know too much. A woman shouldn't know too much. A woman shouldn't be, a woman should be, they keep putting this submissive. Yes, a woman can be submissive, but they didn't read all through. They just hold this part of the Bible that says this, but they didn't read through. They said they did not continue the verse that says, submit to each other. And they see this submission as like they add it to a lot of things that has to do with abusing women. They see tradition, they see abuse as part of a quote in tradition, abuse as part of quote in the tradition. So
you sound pretty passionate about that.
yeah,
The story behind it.
yes, of course, because I'm from Nigeria. I'm originally from Nigeria, and a lot of women. That's why people attack me when I call Nigeria and say, why are you saying bad things about Nigeria? No, I'm not saying bad things about Nigeria. I'm just saying that we from Nigeria, a lot of us come from we had a very dysfunctional background. We had a very dysfunctional upbringing. And most of us are traumatized, and we live with this trauma for many years that we don't even know how to handle our partners. And this has made a lot of whole men from Nigeria. You see, when I call Nigeria, people will attack me and say, why are you saying bad things about Nigeria?
Miriam, send a request, Miriam. We want to hear. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, people, I am originally born fresh, brought up from Nigeria. So I know what happens in closed doors, in neighborhoods. I see a whole lot of men beat women, abuse women, and people will ask, what did you do to him? What did you say to him? Women, you have to respect your husband. Yeah. And most cases, these men are the breadwinner of families. And then you will see your fellow women or your own mother or from the woman who was abused, her mother will say, okay, come, let's go and apologize to your husband, or let's go, so that he will let. Some of these men will even leave the women outside and say, you're not coming inside. And we seize the children from the woman, and the woman will be outside and have to look for people who will go, or people who will come to her and say, yeah, we have to go and apologize to your husband. Or some women live in fear because they don't want more escalation of violence, because the man can even go as far as attacking the family of the woman. A lot of women are so afraid because they cannot run away with their children. A lot of women are so afraid to leave because they don't even have a safe place to go, because we are all having the same kind of tough background. So I keep saying that anyway, I don't want to talk this morning, but I just came here to commend you. I'm so surprised. Okay. I'm just surprised a whole lot of men are becoming, should I call it feminist? But feminist is not it's not a negative word. That's what I'll be saying in one of my videos to enlighten people that what is a feminist? A feminist is a person, a woman. I don't know if a man is also a feminist. I will still go through search about it. It's a feminist. The meaning of feminist is a woman who don't stand for abuse, who knows her right, who sees what is wrong and say, hey, this is wrong. A woman who is a career woman, a woman who knows exactly who recognizes respect, who recognizes safe space, who say no to toxicity. So I'm just here to commend you, my brother, that you are doing such a good job, because you don't know how many lives you're saving. because
Thank
I
you, my
was here.
sister.
I was just on your FYP. I was just on the FYP listening to a lady saying her story just a few minutes ago. But I did not I did not stay to the end of the story. But I'm just here to tell you, thank you very much for being one of the 1% of the men, one of the 1% of
1%.
1% of the 100%
Wow.
who is coming out and speaking for women. And adding to this, on Friday, 6th of this last Friday was a World Day prayer for the World Day prayer. Okay, let me break it down. Women from different organizations in Germany and all over the world, churches and organizations in total, they came together in some groups and they held a World Day prayer for women facing abuse in Nigeria.
Mm.
And yeah, if you go to my page, you will also find a little bit of, I did some little presentation to show, and yeah, I did a video about that. It's just a video, but in Germany, you don't have to, people's security or people's data is very, very important. So you're not allowed to video so much, but I did some presentation and explained. So what I'm trying to say is Africans are so angry. A lot of African men are so angry. Yeah, why are you talking about Nigeria? Why do you say abuse? No woman is facing abuse. The men are taking care of the women is a lie. That's completely lie. The women are being trapped by the men's riches. They tell you don't work, don't go to work, stay at home. I will take care of you. And the marriage you entered with your whole free will, you will be in few years or in few time to come, you will be so afraid to leave that marriage or that relationship because you're afraid of your life. You're afraid of financial standard. You're afraid of so many things. You're afraid of your children because many of we women so we are so trapped with, before you know that you're being with a narcissist or an abuser, you already having children in that home. And so many things. And in Nigeria, for example, the men have more power than the women. And if bad becomes so worse, the man might be influential and that woman will have nowhere to go. So a lot of men say, yeah, it's not true. But now my point is, you can imagine the event I attended on Friday. I was the only Nigerian there. And we were just only two blacks. One is from, I think, Ethiopia or Eritrea, and I am the Nigeria. Apart from that, nobody. That is to tell you that it's not only we Africans, we don't even need to speak. The world knows now. The world is aware of what is going on, more especially in Nigeria and in Africa. So thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. You're doing a good job. I have followed you, and I will come back to your live to share my own story, my experience as a girl child who faced series of abuse in Nigeria before I ran away from Nigeria. I ran.
Wow.
I ran. So ask me
Yeah,
about
guys.
abuse. Ask me about abuse. I know a millions, a thousands. I can tell you. In fact, I will give you a full load of story about Nigeria, my own experience. Because people say, yeah, you left Nigeria at the age of da 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 da. Shut the F up. You don't know my story. And a lot of us have story to tell. A lot of us have been abused as children, but we are so ashamed to talk. We are so ashamed to talk about it. But I want to also tell you people, anybody who is listening to me, you who was abused, understand that you didn't do nothing. It was not your fault. And thank God for platforms like this where you can come, share your story and have a little bit relief. And if you don't also want to share your story, you don't owe the internet any explanation. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much.
All right, you take care. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Wow. I mean, like she's not the first person I hear say that there's a lot of abuse and all of that going on. Um, it's unfortunate. And we have a lot of those women who join my stream as well. Like a few months ago, I would have a lot more, in like South SA, they call it, and those other regions who would join and share those stories. So, She know what she's saying. All right, Miriam, let's get you on here. Miriam, guys, if you're new to my live stream, I want you to hit that follow so you can see me next time. Remember, also, if you have a story of your own that you would love to share, hit the request to join. Sorry, it's the follow notification. It's not me, guys. It's not me.
Hey.
Hi, Miriam.
So it's so funny because now I'm up. I'm up and it's like about to be 4 a.m. here.
Oh, what country is that, by the way?
I'm in America. I'm in the US.
Okay.
Yeah. I came on your live along maybe a couple maybe last year, I believe.
Last
Um
year?
I know,
Around
but
March.
think about it, it's only 2 months in the new year. So it's
Oh,
so
I was like, it definitely
I
wasn't me,
know,
but yeah,
right?
you're right. It's me.
Yeah, so a couple months, maybe 3 months ago to share
Yeah.
my
Okay.
story about my traumatic experience with my ex that is now in jail. Um I don't know if anybody remembers or you remember that story, but you've heard so many.
Heard
Um
so many for sure.
yeah, so I've been tossing and turning because I just broke up with the new relationship that I was in. That I thought it was gonna be different, of course. Older gentleman, Haitian of man of descent. So I tried to stray away from the Nigerians to the lesser, but Caribbean men all the same, I guess. um, I he has a child, and he used to live in the same state as me. He recently moved back.
Keep
Um,
going. I'm just gonna grab some food. Keep going. I'm
sure.
holding it.
And I guess from you ignore. Everybody says don't ignore the red flags and no ignore also don't ignore yellow flags. So the yellow flags were also present as far as the controlling nature of men. Oh, don't go out. Why you don't go out too late. Don't stay out late. Don't oh, I didn't know you liked going out so much. This, that, and the third. And at first the controlling didn't seem terrible. It seemed more so of you're in a relationship now. You have to be more mindful of what you do, how you present yourself, which I wasn't really somebody who was like that. I always like was in relationships and didn't mind to I still had my own life. I still went out. I still enjoyed myself. Um, but he wasn't too happy about that. And I'm used to, being with Nigerian men who love bombing. The minute they see you, the first couple of weeks, you're already going on dates every week, every day, talking as much, always just extremely adamant that they want you. With this relationship, it was a little bit different. It was kind of like a grown up relationship. It was very realistic. um there was times where he would be like, hey, we don't have to be always talking so much. I'm not somebody who's good on the phone, those type of things where men will always tell you, hey, I'm not good. I'm not a good texter, I'm not a phone person, all these things. And I was like, okay, this is new for me, but I will still stay. So after that couple times I've noticed, I'm like, okay, I don't enjoy this. I kind of enjoy getting to know a person through communication. So the communication was not always, it was starting to get less and less and less and less. And he would always be upset about certain things. So after a while, while I was in it, um, I did something for him that he would have never experienced before, and he was New York City is 3 hours away from me, and he was staying at a funeral. or he was at a funeral staying at a family's house. No, he was on the couch. It was a lot for him. Mind you, it was on the weekend. I had nothing to do, so I was like, I'll come, like, let's go, I'll come grab you. And he was like, he didn't think I was serious. I did come, and he was so shocked. He was so, like, happy. That following day, he ended up, like, or asking me to be his girlfriend. Now, fast forward 2 months later, this guy's a DJ, by the way, which is another, um not a yellow flag. I feel like you can have an occupation that's like that and still be, a good person, or whatever the case may be. And unfortunately, that wasn't my experience. He went he would go back to his home state, which was Pittsburgh, to do DJ things. And I used to come when he used to come back. I used to be like, I know this is my boyfriend, but I feel like, I'm a little nervous to, be intimate with him, because I'm not sure. I trust him, but, you know it's weird. Then after, like, a couple times, we would have issues. He would try to break up with me so easily, and I'm like, why so easily? What are you running from? To find out, me and him had, like, past trauma that was similar, and it grew us closer together. But regardless, that didn't really stop anything. So unfortunately, we went to
I don't know what happened there. She got disconnected. Um, I don't know, maybe her phone died. What? Thank you, Yokai. Rich. What happened though? I was listening. Like, if you hear, resend your request. Yeah, honestly, let me put up some more gold. Thank you for the gift, rich young lady. What? No, what happened though? She was telling her story about that guy who, by the sound of it, he was, misleading her. Um, mm, so he was pretty much misleading her. Posting goals. There we go. I want to reach goals, guys. Yeah, she got disconnected for sure. I don't know why or how come, but she was pretty much explaining that this guy was getting her to, um like, stop doing things like going out or staying up late, all those things. Pretty much being controlling, which is, like, subtly, which is what she called the yellow flags, right? Yellow flags. She's not here yet. The yellow flags. And then he would Tell her that. Give her excuse.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, so this is I can tell my story.
Okay, yeah, we were talking. Yep, sure, go ahead. I'm not sure
Okay.
the other
How are
person cut
you?
off.
How are you, dear fine sir?
I'm doing good.
That's amazing, sir. I am so glad.
It's the sir for me.
Oh. I, I
But
guess you can say I'm a bit of a respectful individual.
okay, okay,
Okay.
cool.
Thank you,
Go
sir.
ahead. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to tell my story, but I'm very vulnerable, you know. But I'll say it anyways, for the sake of teaching others. Okay? Alright. Alright.
All right.
Anybody who's watching this right now, I think each and every one of you individuals, you guys are amazing, and I guess let the show begin.
And she also think that you guys should tap on the screen.
Oh yeah, definitely tap on the screen, definitely. Right after, you should follow him, you know? He's the one that brought me up. Okay. So, this was 6 years ago when I was at the ripe, fresh, delicious age of 19 years old. You see, TikTok was booming. And you know, like, you do videos and you know, do all this stuff, and it was so easy to get famous, right? I did one video one time.
Money, sorry, give.
Oh, he was gonna pull the hood language. Anyways, I had a follow one time, and it was this handsome blonde guy with green eyes. I was struck by lightning. I fell in love. So we gave each other a follow, right? We've been talking for 5 months, 5.5 or 6 months. I don't really know. 6, 7. 6, 7. No, I'm just kidding. 6 or 7 months. And we just hit it off. I mean, we got along. We were about the same age. He said he was 20 years old and I was 19. Yeah, you know, he was saying all these young people slang, and I believed it, and you know, I really we really vibed. And this was going on for 6 months. And oh man, I was ready to get that proposal ring, you know what I mean? But we haven't even met. That's how much in love I was. And I know.
You haven't even met.
Yes, sir.
It's a
Someone
secret.
said get to the point. I am trying to get to the point. Just hold on. You would want to hear the ending.
Take your time.
So we both I brought up the question. I asked him, when do you want to meet, sir? And he goes, do you want to meet tomorrow? And I go, oh man, you are just amazing. Like, yeah, let's definitely meet tomorrow. And he goes, where do you live? And I say, I live in this part. And then he said, oh man, I happen to live there too. I'm like, oh, God bless. This was after 6 months, to be honest with you. I'm so sorry. This is very emotional for me.
Take your time.
No, you thank you. Anyways, sorry, I'm very emotional right now. I'm like, sir, come here, fine young man. We must hold the hands and we must conjoin our lips together, because I have been waiting for that since the day I met you. I mean, since the day chatted with you.
Money,
Oh,
money, money. Gift. Sorry.
oh, thank you, gifter. Anyways,
Thank you, Yokai.
after we exchanged addresses, I went to the nearest park. You know, this is the same place me and him agreed upon, right? And I was sitting on a bench, and I see this really, really old 2001 Toyota Corolla with this alternator jiggling at each acceleration. I'm so sorry, I'm getting emotional. And I went, huh, this isn't the BMW he told me about for 6.5 months. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, maybe this guy's car is just breaking down. You know what I mean? Maybe he took his mama car or something. And then, and you know what? I forgot to add an important detail. I'm blind, so I can't really see far. I forgot my glasses on that day. Really bad of me, right? So he pulls up next to my car, and I go, huh, interesting. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. He gets out of his car, and the young, blonde, 20-year-old man I always imagined turned out a bit blurry in my taste. And I remember, where is the blonde hair? I still gave him the benefit of the doubt. I was blind. And I was sitting in the bench looking at him, and he was walking towards me. And every time he took a step, the pixels just got bigger. I was thinking, wait, that cannot be the love of my life. The belly has swerved. The hair hasn't been patched. The face, to me, it used to be like porcelain, but why did it remind me of Domino's pizza? You know what I mean? The Domino's big-bellied pizza man came up to me, and I thought, hold on, this isn't the love of my life. This is... And then I blacked out, and it turned black. Something went over my nose and mouth, and I thought, oh man, where am I? And I blacked out, and I thought, maybe this was just a dream. Maybe this was a nightmare. After I blacked out, I was dreaming of a young blonde prince facing to me and said, be careful who you trust. I woke up in the middle of the street with my legs crooked and my pants down. I looked up and I just thought, wait a second. What did I just experience? Where's the love of my life? And then I thought, well, I could just get a drink. And then my ass started hurting. So, yeah, moral of the story, don't trust strangers online.
Yeah, don't, because that sounds horrible. Yeah, that is. You call him sir. I have a few. Yokai. Yokai. I appreciate you sharing. And loves. That was a. How long ago was that?
Oh, 6 years. 6 years ago.
You said 6 years. Okay, 6 years. Wow. You looking at the chat? Chat, do you have questions for her? Keep typing, guys. If you have any question, type it in the chat.
Sir, I have a question.
Go ahead.
When my ass started hurting, what did you think it was?
Your heart. I mean, sometimes when our heart hurt,
No, I
it
said
is.
ass.
I'm gonna have to say from the entire story. That's the. I think you could probably ask me a different question. You know, you said a lot.
I still have never found that out. I woke up and
Yeah.
just down there just started snoring as hell.
What advice could, well, you did give us an advice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you review the chat. You shared your story, right? I'm gonna let you review the chat. And yeah, I appreciate you sharing your story. Okay. Anyone else want to join? Hit that request to join, guys. New York City. Let's get New York City in. Oh, New York City, you went away. Let's get this person out of here too. Doctor, welcome back, welcome back. Guys, if you're new to my live stream, if you're new to the hottest live stream on planet Earth, remember, hit the follow so that you can see me next time. You don't want to be scrolling and you're not seeing my live stream whenever I'm on. I can't promise when, but whenever I'm on, just hit the follow so you can see me next time. But yeah, whatever happened to that preacher guy? Preacher, I'm pretty sure Preacher is still around. Blessing. I don't know what's up with Preacher, but I'm sure he's still around. Honestly, it's like he was only using TikTok to watch our live stream. So I don't know. Maybe because I've been absent for a few days, he's like, yeah, this TikTok thing. Who knows? I don't know. Because he was locked in, eh? Yeah, Preacher is one of our day one viewer. He did share his story, and it was about this lady, his wife, his ex-wife, who pretty much dated the the taxi driver. So he was providing, he was doing all of these things, and she cheated on him with the taxi driver. Yeah, and so he had to go through all of that. She was mistreating him. She wasn't making food for him. She wasn't doing anything. Plus, he was the provider. He was doing all the work outside, but then come back home having to do everything else. You know, so she wasn't supportive, and she cheated with the taxi driver. And yeah, that was his story overall. There was more, but yeah, that's it. And so I believe he said he's probably single now. I don't know. But yeah. Blessings. Yep. So from there, he was always here, sharing his take and all of that stuff. If you remember Stars and where's Stars? Stars is the next one. Yesterday she was like, "Oh no, don't leave, Chill Charm, don't leave." Oh, I don't know if she's not on this stream right now or she haven't been here all night. We we're gonna have to ask what happened yesterday because This stream don't miss her. Anyway, May, I'm gonna get May on. Stars, I'm telling you, don't mess with stars. Hi, May. Welcome, welcome. May, can you hear me?
Oh, I'm on?
You are on, May. How is it going?
Hey, I didn't realize.
Okay, it's okay. You have a story for us today. You can go ahead.
Let me find the one.
Hmm? What's up?
Hi, can you see me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you get closer?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, so what is the question?
The question is, tell us a relationship story or an ex story.
I have so many.
Give us one.
Okay, so I had a guy I was dating, and he told me he had a girl who he knows that can set us up for a nice date. And the nice date was somewhere very beautiful, nice location. It was a winery. And then I found out later on, like, she was fucking him. And, like, she set me up with him. Anyways, if you're catching the drift,
Mhm.
that's my weird story. But yeah, it was definitely a learning curve. But yeah.
Wow.
But I don't have advice. This is my story.
But yeah, that was how long ago was that? So,
It was like for like 3 years ago.
23 years?
No, 3 years ago.
Oh, 3 years ago. Okay. But you move on and you're now living
Smart.
your best life, eh?
I'm smart now.
How
Anyway,
long this current relationship, how long since you've been dating this person?
how long have I been dating this person? I don't even know. It wasn't long.
Wasn't long.
It was definitely just a short period of time. Are you gonna give me advice?
I think the chat, honestly, your story was so brief. Like people usually have,
Breathe.
yeah, it was so fast. It's like, you know,
But I didn't want to
honestly,
be. I didn't want to keep you.
no. Like this is what we're doing. Like we don't have any. I don't think I have
I'm
any
not
more
trying to
questions.
like put myself out on a platter. You know?
Okay, so you shared what you're comfortable sharing.
Exactly. I don't wanna. I don't wanna
Well,
put
with what you
myself out.
shared, it's the viewers they are not able to give advice.
I don't even know
Usually,
what they're even giving. I haven't looked.
they're not able
I'm
to
just
say what.
looking. I'm just looking at you.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, usually my live stream, I have people type their feedback or advice based on
So what are they
what I
saying?
shared. They're saying that they didn't get the story.
The story of what?
What you
Adam and
shared,
Eve?
May. May, did you just tell us the story about Adam and Eve, May?
So what are they looking for? What are they looking for? Please tell me.
Hold on, let me see. No, there's a comment. Let me see this comment.
Shooting her
We're
shot.
here for the deeds, but if you're hesitant, that's fine too. Yeah, definitely. Like if you're not, if you're not open to share like a story or whatever, that's fine. But I'm not able to give an advice. I don't know. So guess what? Is it your first time here, May?
Yeah, I'm new to this at the moment.
No worries. It's your first time joining a live stream, like going up to.
Do you do this normally?
Yeah. This is my regular stream.
Okay. Good to know. Well, I'll let you be if this is like awkward.
May, what's going on with you? Anyways,
You have
appreciate you
some
joining.
you have waves. I like your hair. You have dimples too.
You need to be nice, okay?
Wait, before I go. Come here.
What's that?
I want to give you a kiss.
Let me listen. May you? I don't know what's going on there. Like, I'm not sure what happened there. Y'all be nice, okay? Be nice. Who's next? Guys, if you have a story that you would love to share with us, just hit that request to join and I'll get you on. Okay. Hi, GFG. Welcome.
What's good? How you doing, fam?
Doing good, man. How's it going?
I'm alright chilling. This is my profile picture. It's gone?
Good. You have a story for us today?
Say again?
Have a story for us today?
Sure. I mean, depending on what you want to know. I got plenty of stories.
Bro, okay, relationship stories and experiences. So one of those
Oh,
three.
I'll give you one experience I had. So I had an ex, right? I call her, the best way I could describe is a pretty dunce. She one of them girls that's like real pretty, but she don't really have good common sense. You feel me? And when you're dealing with someone who don't have good common sense and see like their actions and how it plays into the relationship, you gonna be blamed for everything. Yo, I'm 30. I'm off the market, bro. This generation of women, I don't even want to say women, young girls, probably one of the worst generations thus far. All right, I'll give you a story. Where she showed me how ungrateful she was. Been on my own since I was 17. When I started working in hospital, I used to work crazy amounts of hours. My personal record on the clock is 208.3 in 2 weeks. That's 100 hours a week. That's double every single day for 2 weeks straight, right? So Christmas came around, right? And one of my love languages is gift giving. I like to do, gift giving and acts of service and whatnot. You know what I'm
All the
saying?
ladies in the chat who love that, drop a me in the chat.
I could prove it. I have it, right? So, and Trick said why? Because like I said, I was on my own since I was 17. I had a real abusive mom, and I was on my own since 17, so I had to work. And I was just a workaholic. I always, was ambitious and wanted to make money, right? Now the girl, my ex, she's Chinese Jamaican, right? Let me show you one story where she was very ungrateful. She showed me many different times, but this one bugged me. I worked about 180 hours one week because I wanted to save some money and get her like a group of stuff for Christmas because she did makeup and she was really good. And at one point she was thinking about going to makeup school. So I bought her a makeup box. I bought her like some clothes, Victoria's Secret stuff, perfume, all this other stuff, whatever. I had to work that Christmas. And she was at her sister's house. I called her. I said, yo, babe, I'm not going to be able to spend the day with you for Christmas. Can you send me a picture and video of you, open up your gifts and everything and tell me, I want to see a reaction, right? So, you know what the girl tell me as soon as she picked up the phone?
Tell us.
She was like, one of the Victoria's Secret panties you got me was too big. If you didn't know what you were doing, you should have asked somebody. In the back of my mind, I said, I would they blood clot this. I said, I'm going to cheat on you tonight, right? I'm going to do you something wicked. I did her something wicked, though. I did do her something wicked, but back.
Sorry,
But that's huh?
sorry. You caught me off guard there. Sorry.
Yeah. So now here's the crazy part about it. I'm into fashion and I know that the shit pissed me off. I did know what I was doing. Victoria's Secret and Pink, they run two different sizes. Victoria, narcissistic vibes. Here we go. This jackass in the comment. She talking about me or her? Oh, I thought she was talking about me. But anyways, I was so disgusted because that year, when I did those 180 hours, my feet started to bleed. Like my feet bled a couple of times when I was working because I was literally on my feet. Oh, okay, my fault. Uh, I was on my feet for hours, and I would do stuff for her, and she was just really ungrateful, and it used to turn me off. And I used to tell her all the time. I said, "Yo, one of the biggest things to like make me want to cheat on you or do you slime is to make me feel unappreciated." And I said, "There's not too many guys my age that is like, getting their girls stuff and stuff like that. And you hear women all the time like, oh, for God, don't do this and da 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 da." And that's also why I just don't even want to hear it no more because like some chicks be having dudes that be doing for them and they be mad ungrateful and just be saying rude stuff or whatever. Also, I'll give you another experience where she told me like showed me like her mind was just like off at the time. And I ain't throwing no shade at her. Y'all don't know her anyway. But her people was kind of going through it financially. Nobody really had it put together like that. And I was working at a pet cemetery at the time. And her prom was coming up. And she was talking about how she might not go to her prom because, nobody really had nothing to put together. So I said to her, yo, listen, I'm going to buy you your prom dress, right? I'm going to take care of the bulk of the financials, like the most expensive thing. I'm going to pay for your prom dress. And it came out to like $600. I said, all you need to do is figure out how you're going to do your hair, your makeup, and your nails or whatever, and your shoes. And her people put towards and everything and got all of that stuff together. Anytime we got into an argument, she talking about, oh, I'm acting like, oh, I shop for her every day. And I said, no, I never said I shop for you every day. But you want to talk about all the things that I did for you. And then when I did bring it up, now I never bring it up to throw in her face. But if we having an argument and she talking about how I didn't do nothing for her, anytime I say, yo, I paid for your prom dress and this, that, and the third, that I gave you $600 for your prom dress. She talking about, oh, it wasn't $600. It was $540. It was $550. I'm like, oh, what you, Ross? Just mad ungrateful, right? And she just, I don't know. And one thing I didn't like about her is like, she will say something rude or nasty to you. And if you say anything rude or nasty back to her, she remember what you said, but she don't remember what she said to you. Anything you say to her is, oh my God. But if she say something to you, it's, oh, whatever. She'll give you like 6 lashes. You give her one. She gonna remember the one you give her.
Wow. That's crazy.
But I did her something
Jamaican.
with who me? No, I was born here, but my people Caribbean. But yeah, I'm done, bro. The girlies nowadays is God. Yo, look, if you don't believe me, bro, look, let me show you, bro. Cause like I feel like people be like, oh, and let me tell you something. This generation of female, they don't know how to really treat a man. Like, you feel me? I'm like, yo, I'm working hard and I'm coming home to no food and cussing. Like, nah, I don't want this shit. Hold on, bro.
What are
But
you? Sorry, what are you doing again? What you say you're about to do?
I was gonna show you the hours that I was working. So you
Oh, bro, you don't gotta show it.
nah, bro, I kept it because people be acting like,
You
oh,
don't gotta show it.
dude, don't be working or nothing like that, or like, oh, we don't be working hard. I'm like, nah, you ain't gonna call me no bum or treat me like no bum. Hell no. But even when a shorty get a dude that work hard, she don't know what to do with a dude. Like she ain't be doing nothing. But shit.
You know something? Like, just look at it this way. Even rich men have women leaving them for whatever reason.
Look at this jackass. Oh, I'm stuck in my ego. Ego? I'm stuck in ego. Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah. So, I mean, sometimes when it's hard to understand in those situations, just use that logic to, maybe make sense. These rich people have women leaving them as well. They're so rich. So if you're talking monetarily and all of those stuff that you did for that person, that doesn't necessarily, keep a woman I know you know that,
Yeah,
right?
nah, I know that, bro. I know that. I know that a long time. But here's my thing: it's not about the money or leading financially, nothing like that. It's just about appreciation. You feel me? Because even
Maybe
if
so.
at the,
Oh,
you understand, it's not
maybe so.
about it's not about, oh, I'm doing this for you, you have to love me, or I want something in return. But the fact that not only was you not showing appreciation, you being disrespectful on top of that is just like crazy work to me, because I've received things from people that I might necessarily not even have liked, but I have really truly appreciated the, the thought and the gesture of them doing it. And my whole thing is this, is that when you have someone who is going out their way to get you things or do something for you, and for you to behave like that is just deplorable. You know what I'm saying? It's just disgusting. Ain't nobody was trying to buy love, sweetheart.
Wow, cool, cool. I see some people wanting to like join to like comment on your stuff.
They
May.
probably gonna say some foolishness, like, because nobody was trying to buy love, but it's just about appreciation. That's the part that irritates me about some people. It's about just, you can't say thank you or whatever. That's it.
Yeah. Well, she's the past, right? So obviously you moved on and you're both living different lives, and maybe you found someone better, right?
No, I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. I'm in school, and I don't plan on getting married after I graduate. Hell no. I
You
tell you
figured
this.
it out.
Yeah, bro, I figured it out. No, I'm not getting married. This generation of women is whatless, bro. Like straight whatless. Whatless and terrible. Because, and hear what, bro,
You
like,
know what? You know what? You'll find that one who
oh my God,
will
here we go. The
change your
man not listening.
perspective.
I'm telling you, bro, I
Change your
don't care for
perspective.
it, bro. I'm focused on my career, getting that bag, and just chilling, bro. Let me tell you something. Women respect a man that they let me tell you something. When some women, if they have leverage over you or whatever, like, they will use that shit against you. If there's anything that I've learned with some women, if you allow them to have leverage over you, either through a kid or a marriage, and they upset with you, they gonna screw you over. So I ain't giving nobody that chance.
To each your own. But I'm telling you, you're probably at the stage where that's how you feel, and who knows, your perspective might change when someone else who, act different towards you, contrary to what that person did, someone else, come along, they do a lot better and surpass your expectation, and then you are locked in. It's like, I want to get married next year.
I don't think you hear me, brother. No, no, I'm not a. I already sat down and I thought about it numerous amount of times. Like I said, for me
Sounds like you're
personally,
locked in.
yeah, bro, I'm locked in, bro, forever, bro. Like, it's not. Listen. Like I said, I've been on my own since I was 17 years of age. Everything that I'm building and working on, as far as financially, everything that I built and getting on my own, there is no woman or relationship that is worth me potentially losing anything that I built by
Someone
myself.
said you're in a hurt place right now.
That's their business. If that's how they interpret it, that's good for them. Hurt or not, I'm have my money. I'll be hurting my Benz. Cool.
Gotcha.
And then also, like I said, logically, think about it, brother. I don't know why people be talking about marriage as if like marriage guarantees you loyalty. There's enough period. There's enough people who get married and they get cheated on. There's enough people who get married and get left. There are enough people. And then on top of that, if me and you are in a relationship or we're boyfriend and girlfriend, right? And we break up, or she breaks up on me or cheats on me, at least I'm going to leave the relationship with my stuff. She can't take me to court for nothing, because I didn't give her that title to mess with my money.
Mm.
And here go pimp. Either way, regardless. And then on top of that, so let me ask you a question, logically, right? Because the women, of course, they're going to say, oh, he's hurting this, then the third. Does marriage guarantee loyalty?
it guarantees. No, not no, not at all.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure the girlies in the comments, they know who Beyonce is, right?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Beyonce's rich, she's famous, she's successful. Jay-Z is rich, successful, maybe not handsome, but didn't she get cheated on?
Someone said, "Let me cook." Oh, there, you're cooked now. I'm gonna let someone on to like. Do you mind having someone coming on to chat? And I don't
They
have
can
to
talk to
be.
you, but if they say any fuckery to me, I ain't gonna listen to them.
All right, so you don't want anyone commenting.
They can come, they can talk if they want to, but if they say any
One,
foolishness to me,
okay, I'll get around. Okay, just be nice and y'all remember TikTok safe. So, Shawnee, what's up?
Hey, I mean, I don't want to upset him. He seems
Yeah.
like he's on guard. You seem like you're. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to address him. um, you seem kind of rattled by what happened. That's what it seemed like, and it is upsetting to see this generation treat love like that. But there are people seeking the same thing as you. You got to get around higher vibrational people who think like you, who want to evolve. You're in school, like I don't know who you surround yourself with, but you need to get up with the mentors and people who are really doing shit to find a woman who thinks like you, because you are strong-minded. You're very dominant, and you
no,
need somebody who's got her
listen.
mind right and is on the right track of things
It,
already.
I'm telling you, even if she had everything right and stuff like that, I'm not
Mhm.
opening. Okay, marriage opens up the door, okay, to
Mhm.
potential financial issues. Meaning, I'm from New York. We live in an uncontested. I'm from New York. My state is uncontested, no fault divorce. Meaning, if I were to marry somebody, they can literally divorce me for no reason at all. Okay. And also, I don't have to consent to the divorce, right? So I said, if I sat down and I think about it, do I trust someone with my mental health, my spiritual health, and my financial health? And all of that is tied to my financial health
But can you
because
do prenup? I mean,
I
you
don't
can't
even want to
put the
do any of
money
that. That sounds
separate?
too stressful. I don't want no stress in my life. And how many women you know that signing a prenup?
I mean,
Did you sign a prenup?
if you have a logical woman, if there's logical reason, and I
Honestly,
respect my
that
partner,
might be a
yeah.
turn off.
I
That
don't
might be
need
a turn
my.
off
I
for
don't feel
someone.
like I
Yeah.
need my partner's money. I don't think so. I don't think so. If it was a legit reason, like a legit, like he really had that fear, or really, I wouldn't not marry him because, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's something you need to heal from, or if that is something a woman should just
Oh,
respect, your logic. But
yeah,
is your
because
logic
it
fear
is logical. I
based?
mean,
Is
how
your
many?
logic fear based though?
I mean, if you want to call it fear based or whatever, at the end of the day, it's like I don't think are the girlies doing a good job at showing men that they can be trusted with that stuff? No.
Which girlies?
And if okay, I'm gonna speak in
Are
general
your
terms
girlies
because
in the club? Are your girlies
no,
shaking
I'm gonna
ass?
speak in a general consensus. Now, regardless of reason, I'm pretty sure you heard this before. Regardless of reason, and I understand that there are situations where people need to get a divorce. But on a general basis, women file for divorce at a 70% rate more than men do, and it can go up to 90% with women who are, college educated. Now think about that for a second. If I were to tell you, Shawnee,
Let them
tomorrow, if I were to tell you, Shawnee, a samurai is going to pop out of the bushes and chop your leg off, there's a 70% chance rate that's going to happen. Are you going to A, stay inside of the house for the day, or you going to go outside? Because I don't know about you, I'm going to
for
stay
love?
inside. I'm going to keep my leg.
You know what? I don't know.
And
I
then
don't know.
also, even
I
on
really
a
wish marriage didn't involve money, to be honest. Like, I really wish that wasn't like a part of it. I wish it was
Guys,
just
tap on your screen.
you
Tap,
and
tap,
God,
tap, guys.
and then
you,
also
that person, and God.
and then also, Shawnee, I just want to. I've I've tested this out. I've looked at what women say and all this other
You've
stuff.
done your
The way
research.
I've done my research, and even on a psychological level, here's how I look at a lot of relationships, especially with young people. I'm 30 years of age now, but I
Hmm.
say young people like I'm old. Jesus
You are
Christ.
still young.
But the way that a lot of these young girls are now, they're not as self-aware and what's the word? Emotionally intelligent as they think they are.
Hmm.
Because I have seen situations and been in situations where she didn't know how to regulate her emotions
Hmm.
or didn't see any faults in her.
Hmm.
Everything becomes his fault. For example, a
But do you
guy,
know
let's
how to
say,
calm your woman down? What do you mean, like she couldn't regulate them? Is that something that you worked with her
like,
to teach her,
not what I mean,
like
like, is that
really, like
she might have
intentionally?
she might have issues within herself that she doesn't realize as yet, and she might take it out on him or blame him for why she's acting the way that she is.
Well,
I've seen
that's
that
why
plenty of
you need
times.
therapy, and they have premarital therapy to
Yeah,
make
but
sure
I
you're doing
mean,
the right thing. Like
right, but here's
people do jump in too quick.
but here's my
What are you
thing though.
saying, GFG? Let him. I want to hear what he's trying to say. What are you trying
So,
to?
like, for example, like, I'm pretty sure you see it. Like, listen, I work in hospital. I listen how women talk, right? If a
Hmm.
man says that he went through something awful with a woman, she did him something. You know what women say? What did you do to that woman? You must have did something to her, right? With
Hmm.
no basis or anything. But if a woman says this guy did me this or did that, oh, that's how men are. I believe you, sis. There's not even due process amongst women when women say something
But
negative
who
about
are
other
you
men.
talking about? With the level of intellect that you're speaking of is lower vibration than
I'm
I
talking
am,
about in
sis.
general. What do you
So
mean? It
I
happens
don't know
all the time.
what kind of people you're talking to, because I don't believe everything
No.
that
Hold on, hold
comes
on,
out
hold
of
on, hold on.
people's mouth. I'm very much
It's not.
analytical, and I do look deep into people's psyches, and I do know have
Right.
discernment
But
on
I'm
who
telling
I'm
you
gonna
as
believe and who is
okay, look.
problematic. So
Listen,
I'm
listen.
just trying to
I'm telling you
figure
as a
out.
young BOK man because I love BOK women. That's my top priority.
Hmm.
That's my first choice. I love BOK women, right?
Hmm.
But what I've come to notice is with the culture now,
Hmm.
relationships, there are a lot of young women, a lot of women in general who enter relationships
Come on.
and they use him as and I'm talking about a
Hmm.
woman who doesn't recognize her own
The
iniquities. I
therapist.
can't even. I'm trying to say something real quick so you understand what I'm saying. Like you, I've seen women go into relationships and use that relationship as like they use him as like an emotional punching bag or dumpster,
Hmm.
and that's
Well, I
something
want
that
to
I
tell
don't.
you how they see it. Some
Okay,
women should be on suicide watch, and instead they get a boyfriend. And I think that's what the trauma you're talking about. A lot of black women are having babies later, the ones who are healing, because they understand that generational trauma, and they don't want to bring that into a marriage or children. So you sound really mature, and I don't know how you feel about older women, but I would
Shawnee,
say you do need to date someone more mature.
so
Shawnee,
but
they're saying the chat is they're saying that we should let him
Sorry, I have
finish.
ADHD. You could take me off. I do cut people off too much. Cut me off.
All right, I'm gonna take
Damn,
it
they
down. Let him.
talking shit. Cut me off. Cut me off.
yeah, so what I've seen in the culture is like it's at a point where women are using men or relationships as like their emotional dumpster or punching bag. Now, let me clarify. I don't have an issue being emotionally supportive to my wife or my girlfriend or any of the sorts, but it's getting to a point where if there's any problem in the relationship, it's his fault. You're a bad leader, or you don't know how to do this, or you don't know how to do that, and X, Y, and Z. And I've experienced it and I have seen it. And I'm saying to myself, when I hear women talk, when you explain to other women, they'll say things like, well, you chose that woman. That's who she is, and this, that, and the third. So there's no mercy or grace for the men. It's just unlimited mercy for the women. And I don't think that's fair. And when I sat down and I logically thought about it, for me to avoid this situation, and I want the women to realize they're the ones that's creating this atmosphere because they refuse to take any accountability of how they treat or behave in a relationship with their partner or male or whatever. And I said to myself, well, I don't want this headache. I know I'm aligned with myself. I'm so aligned with myself. I can see and I can acknowledge iniquities in myself, but a lot of women are not willing or even have that capability to
Let
see
me set the
iniquities within
record
themselves.
straight for you. I'm gonna set the record straight for you. You're speaking based on experience.
I'm speaking based off of experience and just what I'm seeing in the dating pool.
So guys, you can't challenge that, right? That's why he's experiencing, and you can't challenge that.
So, and again, so it's like, it's just, and I can tell you confidently, I don't know what your name. What's your name, bro?
Oh, chill.
Chill. So I'm 30 years of age. I have not been in a relationship where I came out better than I went in, right? Like, I like to work out. I like to go to the gym. I can give an example with the same ex that I had, right? She was chubby or whatever. She was a BBW. You know, I like them thick too sometimes. You feel me? Um, I've been working out since I was like 15 years of age. She asked me, you know, I want to lose some weight or tone up and stuff like that. Can you teach me how to go to the gym and work out? I said, you have to come to the gym with me because the stuff that you need is at the gym. You need equipment. There's so much you can do with a home workout.
Yeah.
And I remember when I tried to go to the gym, you know, I would invite her. I'd be like, yo, babe, come on. She's like, then she'll give me excuses. She'll tell me, oh, I don't want to get my hair wet one time, she told me. Another time she told me, you know, I feel self-conscious. And that's cool because even to this day when I go to the gym, sometimes I feel a little self-conscious. But I'll try to encourage her. I said, don't worry about that. Ain't nobody looking at you. But then I stopped going to stay at home with her. And one day turned into a week turned into a month turned into 3 months. And then now I'm behind on my goals, right? I'm very particular with the energy and the people that I bring around me, right? And even on small things, like they can affect you over time. Like these things can build up, right? So I know what I want in my life, right? And I'm going to get what I want from my life, whether if somebody's there or not. And there were plenty of times where I did open up the door for a woman to like, you know, come in and, you know, do something or show me something. And they literally not only didn't show me anything, but they just made things worse. So I'm just like, what's the point of this, right? Now, I'm in a place in my life after I graduate nursing school and stuff like that. It's only going to be solely if I want to be in a relationship and want to be with someone. And I just kind of don't.
I mean, you're speaking based on your experience, right? So, all I can say is the same thing I said early on. Who knows? Maybe someone come along and they're opposite of all of what you just described, and maybe then who knows? But
All right.
as of now, you're set in stone on your current like what do you call it?
I don't know. I'll tell you, brother, I think this generation of young women and women in general, their love is so weak, bro. Like their love is so weak. Like so weak. It's so trash. Like they be ready to break up with their dude over, I don't know, it's just weak. I don't see that real like, and you sound like you Caribbean and stuff like that. That real
Mm.
close knit.
Trillion said he wanted to say something. Let's hear Trillion.
I ain't want people don't hear me.
Trillion, what's up? Let's hear what this guy have to say. What's up, Trillion? Yo, Trillion. Can you hear me?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Can go ahead. You're here. Waste of time. You know how many people I have in line? Like this guy, waste my time. Don't. One more person, Mia. Let's hear what Mia have to say. You're getting everyone is have a thought.
Y'all gonna learn for yourselves.
It seems like we got a line up here.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say, bro, like everything you're saying makes 100% sense. Like if you're telling me, you know, like I'm down for the count, like I'm just not into it. I'm not into these ladies. They're not providing what I need. There's nothing that you're saying that isn't wrong in that. Like that makes sense. But the only rebuttal I'm gonna make for you, and that's like up to you if you want to hear it. It might sound like nonsense, but I'll give you like my personal experience. I was in a relationship with a man for a very long time. And it was kind of similar to you, but I was the breadwinner. I was that girl that was just dragging my feet too long in a relationship. I was putting my all in. I was doing everything. So there are women out there. They're just few and far between. I'm not gonna lie. I might get a little bit of hate, but I understand completely where you're coming from in the sense like there are a lot of women out there who are quick to abandon ship. They're really quick to kind of just assert boundaries, and if you're not what they want, they do leave. But on the other end, I would say there's a lot of men doing the same thing to women. In general, the dating field isn't what it used to be. There's a lot of Tinder, Bumble, there's apps out there that make it really quick and easy to replace people. So I think it's just about like, if you want to wait, bro, like get your grind in, get your bread up. But I'd say the only thing is shutting your mind off completely of the possibility, even 10 years down the line. Do you know what I mean? Because there's 7 billion people in this planet and more. Like there's a lot to choose from.
That's cool, but I mean, at this point, I get it. I don't. It's so strange to me when people really don't think that I'm dead serious, or it's like like I've never been. I'm very career oriented, right? I'm a very career oriented person, and I'm a workaholic and whatnot. When a lot of stuff has changed since the time of when I was on my own till now,
Hmm.
and when I really sit down and think about it, like I don't think there's any woman on this planet that can give me what I need from love, because I hear a lot of times women say things like, "Oh, men don't know how to communicate," and there are probably dudes out there who, because I'm a guy, and there's guys out there that say things. I'm just like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Hmm.
But for me, I communicate myself very well. I would think, and I have explained, I have told women, I have showed them, nicely, kindly, and they still didn't get it. And it's like, I don't know what else to really much say anymore. And I just kind of don't want to say anything, because if I know what I want, if I know I want pizza and I want chicken and pepperoni on it, I don't want to have to go explain to you for an hour and a half why I like chicken
Keep going.
and pepperoni on my pizza. I'm just gonna bypass you and just get my chicken and pizza. And so far, every relationship, or not even just every relationship, but just a relationship period, has gotten in the way of what it is that I want
Yeah.
for myself. So, and then also, again, when I sit down and I really think about, can I trust someone with my financial well-being, my spiritual well-being, and my physical well-being? No, I don't, because uh, I have seen people and met people and been in a relationship where this person was a completely different person when they were upset or angry,
Hmm.
or they would take your anger out on you or something like that. And I don't want someone to have that kind of leverage over me. And marriage
Right.
is the thing that opens up that window. Even if I did something wrong, even if I didn't do anything wrong, they can negatively impact me. And if I don't want that to happen, I cannot introduce marriage on the table. And unfortunately, I don't. It's not an attack against women or anything of the sorts, but this is just continuous, like behavioral patterns that I've seen
Right.
with a lot of women. And it's like, why would I enter a relationship to be stressed out and miserable? Like I don't understand how some people can't fathom being alone.
No, I think everything that like I said, everything you're saying makes sense, and you're not wrong. Like statistically, we can look at the divorce rates are absolutely through the roof in the entire world, right? So what you're saying isn't wrong. Like going in and marrying somebody, there's a massive amount of risk. Even if you're not looking at divorce and financial setback, you're looking at loyalty, you're looking at a lot of things. So I wouldn't say advice to you, but I would say like what you're saying makes sense. Like you're not looking for something, you're happy the way you are, and do that, bro. Like it sounds like you know what you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the bag. I'm gonna look good, get my tattoos, get my nice car and all that, and just be chilling. And honestly, like every time I focused on myself and did what I had to do, like I didn't, like I said, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty good looking guy, whatever. I'm not 6'2" or nothing like that, but I'm a pretty good looking guy, whatever. I never had a problem courting women or,
Hmm.
getting a woman and stuff like that. But like, unfortunately, I'm just saying the dating pool and the dating market right now, and just how a lot of young women behave, is just like it's not worth it. And even if I sit down and I think about it, I'm like, okay, cool. I've been on my own since I was 17. I didn't really get any help. I work really hard.
Are you comfortable turning on your camera?
No, not at the moment. I'm in the office right now,
All right.
and I also don't have a haircut.
Fair enough. I mean, the only thing I'll say is I'm curious, like I hope till your panel is up in 10 years because my hope to you, and you're gonna curse me out for this, man, but my hope to you is you find that goddess that you're
Hell
looking
no, I
for.
rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
Okay, fair enough.
Rebuke it in the name of Jesus, bro. Hell no.
Okay.
And I have a couple of rules too. Also, if I were to ever consider marriage on the table, one of my stipulations is okay, if I can't afford a divorce, I'm not gonna get married. And I actually
All right.
right, if I can't afford a divorce, I'm not gonna get married. And every time I say that, you know what women say, oh, if you're going into a relationship thinking negative, it's not gonna work out. You can't do that. No, listen.
Sorry, it's the voice.
I know, right?
It's like, bro, like you go into your car, you don't expect to get in a car accident, but I'm pretty sure you put you on your seatbelt, right?
Yeah,
So
you pay for insurance. I get it.
like, oh my god,
Oh no.
you're gonna be bitter and gonna be alone by
All
yourself.
right.
Like,
So
oh my god.
guess what? I think your message is GFG. I
Yeah, I
think your
know,
message
man.
is clear.
Listen, they don't have quotes like the woman that you divorce is not the same woman that you married for no reason. They don't have quotes like a woman scorned has no wrath like hell.
Yeah.
They don't have that for not a reason, and I've seen it. Like it's all fine and dandy when it doesn't happen, but when it, listen,
Guess what? Guess what? Your point is received, so it's cool. It's cool.
all right. I'm just trying to tell y'all, protect yourself.
Oh, yeah,
Appreciate you.
appreciate you sharing. Yeah, I mean, a lot of what you said can be debatable. Like you see, the chat is going
Hold on.
crazy.
I don't know if you're into true crime. Are you in the true crime show?
I don't really like those shows. Like, I don't know.
Oh, well, I work in hospital, and prior to working in hospital, I was supposed to be a military police officer, but I'm heavy into true crime. And there's this case I'm watching right now, this fire chief. He unalived his wife after like, I don't know, like 20 years of marriage or something. She wanted to divorce him, but I guess the amount of money, he was going to lose his pension, he was going to lose his 401k, he was going to lose so much and everything like that. And he was like literally only a couple of years from retirement.
That's
And
crazy.
Yeah.
but
No, like I said, those things, what you said earlier on, like there are truth to what you said. Like it's just that I guess what the chat is saying that it happened on both sides. So a woman can also say it's probably the same thing. It's just that we have you and it's not another woman sharing that type of thing. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. Man, I appreciate you joining and thank you so much,
you trying to get me out of here? I was trying to stay.
No. I'm not trying to get you out of here. But what else can we say? You done deliver your point. So yeah.
Oh, I wanted to hear what what's her name? Maya?
Mia, yeah.
Mia. Okay, yeah, Mia, your final thoughts.
I think, like I said, like, honestly, like, you know what you want, you know what you're needing to do, like, and I wish you the best and luck. Like, get your money up, get your bread up. I hope that works out for you. And I won't say what I have to say because, you rebuke it, but otherwise, like, good luck.
Oh, you're okay. All right. Cool. All right. So take care. I'm gonna get the next person. I have like 8 people in line. So thank you, Mia, for joining, sharing your thoughts.
Yeah, no
as
problem.
always.
Take care, man.
Take care. GFG. Have a good one, man. I wish you all the best. Wow. Appreciate you sharing your story. Guys, listen, leave the guy alone. There's a lot of people here. I have 180 people and I have only 8 requests, okay? So he was brave enough to join and share his story and his thoughts and all of that. How about you, John, and share yours? Anyways, let's see who is next. If it's your first time here, I want you to hit that request. No, no. If it's your first time watching my live stream, I do appreciate your time. And I would really appreciate it if you hit the follow so that you can see me next time while you're scrolling. Okay, I said I was gonna change that. Y'all are gonna start doing following up because you hear that sound, right? I know all 100 and how much people are gonna do that because they hear that sound. Anyways, I'm gonna get the next person. And I see. What's her name? Let's get. She's been waiting for a while. She's been waiting for a long time. Let's see if she's still here. Guys, remember, if you want to share a story, I will be cutting off that opportunity in like 5 minutes, okay? So I have 8 people already. I will leave the space open for 5 minutes if you want to share a story. After that, that's going to be the cutoff. Okay?
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. So,
Stop on the screen. Let's get to 40K, guys. What's going on? Top. Go ahead.
yeah, I was thinking of a lot of things listening to that last person's story. I think there, in general, are a lot of people who are kind of like trying to get into the dating scene who just like aren't ready to date. And it's always about something else. Like, I don't know, it's always about like social tokens and stuff like that. Like, I feel like there's yeah, like you feel like you giggling, like you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like there's situations where like, so I went to a new school and there's someone that was like kind of trying to talk to me, and then I found out later because they literally admitted this themselves, and they're like, yeah, like you're quiet, but like we see you, and then like the guys at the school were all just like talking between each other, saying like Miss Untouchable, whatever, and then people just want to talk to you because they know that no one else has, and then it's like a social token between the boys, not even about them liking the girl. I feel like there's a lot of examples of that on social media. Like people, I don't know, like so it's never about what you think it's about. That's what I meant when I said social tokens. Like I don't know if I explained that properly, but like it's not about what you think it's about. Sometimes people have like ulterior motives, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, and a lot of like people not being ready for relationships, trying to like start stuff with their friends. Also something I've seen, people who are like, I don't know, try to like come at you for things other than like when you think that it might be a relationship or something, and people just want not that, is playing games. And it's just like, I don't know, I feel like it's a lot of people living not doing things right. I don't know.
No, I get you. So sorry, you went to a school. You went to a school, new school, right?
Yeah,
And
like not having good
you
interests, like Melanie just said. That's exactly what I was talking about.
so are you currently like no, let's rephrase that. Did you date any of those guys? Like,
No, but like I was like we were kind of like flirting with each other. This is when mind you, okay, so this person I was introduced to by a friend. So we had a mutual friend and we started hanging out. And we were kind of flirting with each other, and then they mentioned that. They're like, "Oh yeah, like we see you, we've been talking about you." And I'm like, "What?" Like kind of confused. And then it kind of felt after that he said that, it felt like he was only trying to talk to me so that the other guys knew that he was talking to me, you know? And then I'm like, well, that feels disingenuine. And it's like now I don't even like feel good about this conversation anymore.
So you just cut them off and stay to yourself.
Well, I mean, we still have mutual friends, like we see each other, but it's like now I don't want to. Now I'm like kind of scared to have it be anything more because I don't want to just be like something that they're trying to get for
Well,
bragging rights or something like
it
that.
sounds like you're gonna have to give us an update. But I don't know what you decide to do because you're not dating any, and it's more like you both. Well, y'all are crushing. Have a crush on each other. So I guess you're in a much better place than a lot of people who join this live. They have some devastating stories. So good for you.
I guess I don't know. It feels like I mean, yeah, I can definitely acknowledge that it totally could be worse. I'm just saying it feels like being like objectified. Like I don't like being like because I really was like kind of staying to myself when I first moved
But
and
they're
stuff like
not.
that.
I guess I'm not saying, I'm not disregarding the fact that it is something that obviously it you're being impacted by it. You're talking about it. I guess I'm just saying that it's not like you got into something serious with them, right? So
No.
it's just that stage where exactly what's happening right now. That's what I guess is the expectation. You see someone, you're trying to feel out, do I like this person? Maybe not because of whatever reason, and it's not like you all get into like a serious committed relationship. So the I guess the phase or whatever that I'm just gonna say phase that you're going through with these guys that's probably just how it should be. Disappointment, yes, but yeah, it's not a committed 5 years or even a day relationship. Some people said, "Oh, I've been with him for like 3 hours." You understand? So I appreciate you sharing. Okay, May. What's your name? What's the name?
It's Day. It says
May.
Major Day. My name is Day.
Major Day. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wish you all the best. If you want to stop by next week or so and give us an update, that'll be awesome. I'm gonna
Okay.
get to the next person, and you take care.
Thanks, bye.
Guys, remember, if you are new to my live stream, remember to hit the follow so you can see me next time while you're scrolling on TikTok. You do want to see me. Cherry. Sean, SHA, Sean, what's up? Sean, how are you?
Hi guys. Oh gosh, I didn't expect to get put in the box this fast because we had a
Oh, no
long
worries.
list of
Yeah,
people.
there's a
How
lot
are
of
you
people in here.
guys?
Yeah.
Okay, I need advice. I need help. I'm a little
Hey,
bit.
no, hold it. Chat. Whenever someone say they need advice, I really appreciate y'all listening and like actually giving that advice because this is a chance to make an impact.
Right? Some feedback
Go
would be
ahead.
awesome. Okay, so where do I start? Okay, it's not a long story. I'm gonna keep it short. But basically, I made an attempt to like date last year, last October, September to October-ish. And I was pretty much like, it was a very good friend of mine. Like, we were in a friend group and we
It's like
were
the
like,
40K likes, guys. 40K, keep tapping.
yeah, so we were in a friend group and we kind of found out that we kind of like was feeling each other outside of just being friends. And then we decided to see where we could, where it could go. We had a discussion about, our differences and what we want in a relationship. And I
Thank you.
was kind of like hesitant, like I didn't really necessarily want to go beyond friends because I feel like there was like two major things that was kind of like different than what I want compared to what he wanted. And he's actually like not my usual type. And then we were friends and stuff like that. So kind of hesitance. I had some hesitance, but I was able to just like move past it. So we decided that we're gonna go beyond friendship. So we started hanging out. Fast forward to we are linking like intimately, and I caught him trying to secretly record me without my consent. So when that happened, I immediately like pointed it out. He was denying it. I had to ask him to make sure that he delete whatever it is that was in his phone, because I caught him with it in his phone. Thank God it wasn't anything crazy or anything. And so I cut him off immediately. I don't even talk to any of those people anymore. Like the friend group, that's so like pissed off I am about the whole thing. And ever since then, I've been kind of like traumatized. Like I don't look at men the same. It's like really bad to the point where like I don't make eye contact with men that I don't know. Like I already know you before that. Like I don't look at you. I've had men like come and approach me and I go the opposite direction. If I see them too close to me, like I want to run. Like I have panic attacks and anxiety attacks. It's like really bad. And then since recently, I kind of like trying to like cope with it. And like I'm trying to like get out of my head so much about it. So like ever since October that happened. So like over the holidays and even like January, kind of like get out that mental block a little bit. So like today, I actually went on a date, and the guy's like decent, and it was a good date, but like I can't figure out like if I like him or not because I kind of have a mental block. So like I don't know what to do with myself. It's just like a lot.
All right, chat activate. Y'all can drop y'all can drop your thoughts now. She did ask for advice, so you guys can do that. Now is the time. Type. Let's go. Let's see who will drop the first one in the chat.
Someone says trust yourself.
Someone said Caesar. Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm no longer friends with that guy. Just his spirit.
Mm. So you did cut him off, right?
Yeah, I
you
cut him off.
discontinued that.
I haven't talked to him. I still talk to like friends of the because we were in a friends group, so I still kind of like occasionally like talk to like the other people in the group, but I don't even hang out with them. I barely keep contact because I just like everything is just connected to them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. It's like obviously that's
It's really weird too because like so when we were like so it was like on the second link that he tried to do that. On the first link, I found out like he confessed to me like he had cancer because it was pretty obvious. Like he had like a huge scar on his chest. So I'm like, wait a second. Did you have hope in heart surgery? And he's like, no, actually I had cancer. I'm in remission. I don't have it anymore. I need to get checked and whatever once a year and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, cool. So that was like a huge surprise. And then on the second link, like I caught him trying to record me. Like we're being like intimate. I'm like, what is going on here? And when I like ask him, like he tried to deny it, and like I had to like double check with him to make sure that he deleted the video because I'm like, yo, like that's crazy. The fact that I'm having this conversation with you, like you couldn't have been a friend to me, is crazy.
wow. How old was that person?
32.
Wow.
So we're around the same age, but it's pretty shocking because because he has like how he presents himself is like very responsible, very family oriented, very like churchy, very, like good guy persona. So I felt pretty safe with him. So fast forward to that happen, it's like, yo, like it just like really crushed me. It's like I actually just don't look at men the same. It's just like crazy.
Wow. Yeah, that's understandable why you would be quite well, based on what you're sounding, based on what you said, you sound traumatized by that because you are at the point where you are scared of scared to look at men, all of that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't think that. I mean, it is safe to say that not all men are the same. I mean, in that regard. So, I guess it was probably. Hold on, there's something here.
Yeah. So one of the reasons why I went on the date that I went today was to kind of like see how I feel being in that type of setting with a male. And like the entire time like I was there, like I felt fine. I was able to like, okay on the date, but like I kept like checking in with myself. It's like, how do you feel? Like I feel like I don't, like when you're gonna go on a date with someone and you get like the jitters or you get like a little butterfly feeling, you get a little nervous or you're getting hopeful that yeah, this could be the guy or the person that you end up with. And I just never really like I don't get hopeful like that anymore. Like I feel like I'm losing my lust for things and I hate that. I really can't stand that part.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. But the guy was like pretty good, like very cool. And I keep on thinking about like myself before that. I was like, if I was on that date with myself before that, like I would have been more like hopeful. But now I'm just like cautious. Like I'm just like taking my time, which is good. But at the same time, I just know that I'm being super cautious. It's like I'm standing outside of myself, watching myself. It's kind of weird.
Mhm. I mean, it is okay though. Like it's. Let me tell you, it is okay to definitely evaluate and get to know that person. Maybe I don't know how long you both dated for before getting into something serious. Um, but that doesn't even mean that you will know everything about that person either way. So it is still something that you'd have to do, get to know them, figure out if it's the right person for you,
Yeah.
and just hope for the best. Like that's all you can really do.
Yeah. A lot of prayers, I guess.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thanks to everyone that says like trust your gut. I think that's really good advice. Thank you
And
guys.
trust in God. Amen.
All right. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Anyways, all the new people, if it's your first time watching my live stream, welcome to my live. If you have it, if you want to see me tomorrow or another day, hit that follow so that while you're scrolling, you probably accidentally run into my live stream again because you're following. Stories by Hi, welcome.
Hi, good morning. My name is Steph. You can just call me Steph.
Hey Steph, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for bringing me up. This is actually my first time here, and I didn't really get lucky to hear other people talk apart from the last lady. So when I saw the write up, I didn't know much of what was going on, but when I saw the write up, I just felt okay, maybe I should send a request. So I hope I don't get judged because what I'm about to say, I think I played my part and messing myself up the whole time. So the person in question was a friend of my friend, and we got introduced basically, and we started chatting online. He lives in Italy, so we started chatting online, and he was all like he wants to get married and settle down and all of that. And at the very beginning, it was looking nice and promising. And because I trusted my friend, I imagined that he would be a nice person. So I flew to where he was living to go see him for the first time, and it seemed cool. But on the first week, I found out he was chatting with his ex-girlfriend, and he explained to me that he was just being nice to her, that he didn't want to seem rude to her, but there's really nothing going on between them, and that I shouldn't worry. He'll just make sure he cut things off with her and let her know that he has moved on. And I said, cool, I'm going to trust you, and hopefully you deal with this the best way you can, as long as you're not leading me on. So after the first week, I came back to my base and we kept talking, and we actually started dating, and it was going well. And then I went back again for my birthday celebration, and I spent a month there. And during that period, we got engaged. He asked me to be his wife. And I was really happy because it was going well, even though I didn't realize that when I came back to my base the first time, he started talking to the girl again. He promised that he had blocked her and he wasn't talking to her. But funny how my instinct was telling me that they were still communicating, and I just had to find out if he still had the girl's number on his phone. And I wasn't surprised because he still did. He just changed the name on the phone. Let's say if the girl's name was Sophia, he changed it to Daniel, so I wouldn't know it's the same person. And then I brought it to his notice, and he was apologizing, saying, he just didn't have the mind to cut her off, but he promised he doesn't talk to her or anything like that. And I still believed him. I was like, okay, that's fine. I guess you're just being nice. And the girl in question has 2 kids, so I wasn't sure if the kids were his, but he said they weren't, so I believed him. And yeah, we kept on going. So after the engagement, I found out I was pregnant, and we were very happy. I came back to my base and I found out I was pregnant. We were happy, and then we started planning, okay, let's move in together since we are already engaged, and we even got a date for our wedding. So the wedding was supposed to be last year, January. And I was like, okay, but I don't want to move to Italy because I don't understand the language. I don't have anybody there. I don't want to be stranded. I can't leave my job and everything here just to come over there. He convinced me, and I moved. I moved to Italy, and I was living there with him. We were happy, making plans for our baby, until I found out he was still communicating with the same girl. He was sending her money, even though he would not give me money, saying how things are hard for him and all that. And because he has family back in his country and he's the firstborn, he has to take care of family problem. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But he was sending money to the girl. He was taking care of the girl and our kids. And, basically still dating because he was calling her pet name like baby, darling, blah, 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 and all that. So when he leaves home for work, he calls her and they talk all the way to his workplace. They talk. Then when he's done, because he closes very late from work. And funny enough, they live in the same country. The girl is in the same country with him. So when he comes back home, he just pretends like nothing happened. So the night I found out, I just had to ask him, like, why did you ask me to marry you if you knew you weren't ready to be faithful or you weren't ready to move on from this person? And it started making me feel like I'm the problem. Like, oh, things are going so well. I just want to ruin things. Why will I go through his phone? Why would I not trust him? Is it wrong to talk to his friend? They are just friends, blah, blah, blah. There was no sign of, I'm sorry. There was no sign of he felt bad or anything like that or wanting to fix his mistake, because I was still gonna give him another chance if he had just like apologized and lie like he always do. So he didn't, and I waited for like 2 days. He didn't. All he wanted to do was have, sexual activity with me every night, and it kept making me think like, I think I've made the biggest mistake of my life, and I'm pregnant now, and I don't want to get rid of the baby because I really wanted a child too. So I came back to my base. I had lost everything. When I came back, I was practically homeless for about 6 weeks while I was pregnant, and I don't have any friends here. So it was just me basically. And the whole pregnancy journey, I didn't get a call from him or a message apologizing. I mean, it did give a fake apology for the first 2 weeks, and that was it. It just disappeared. No calls, no texts, no money for support or anything like that. And after I gave birth, it came, his mother trying to apologize, telling me to go back, to go be with him, that this is the plan of the enemy, blah, blah, blah. And them telling me, oh, send the picture of the baby. And him telling me to send the picture of the baby and the baby's birth certificate. Like, I don't know. It's been crazy, and it's been like 1 year and 5 months already, and still not a message or a call from him or his family. And every day I just think I made the biggest mistake of trusting him and letting myself go so easily, because we dated for just 4 months. So I feel like that's the part where I made the big mistake, because he was too short. I should have gotten to know him more before letting myself go like that. So yeah, that's all.
It sounds like you're blaming yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I am
But
sometimes. Yeah.
would you, while you're saying that, you're saying that you're blaming yourself, would you agree that could you also say that you did your best, or the best that you thought, like, at that time, what you thought was the best thing to do?
I guess I do think that as well, me having to sacrifice my goals and whatever I had emotion for myself where I lived to go be with him. That was a big move, all for just, to make it work.
Yeah, exactly. So you were trying to make it work, but you obviously could not predict that you would be prioritizing someone else.
Yeah. Yeah, the other person was more important, I guess.
You looking at the comments?
Yeah. Yeah, I am focusing on my child now, and that's the only thing that's on my head. Even though sometimes I feel like things could have been, better, especially because of my baby.
Yeah, whenever there's like a baby or a child in the midst of the situation, I say this every time that it just make things a lot more complex for, well, especially the person who is suffering more from the situation, because one, you really appreciate your child, and you wish that you had their father, their dad around, right?
Yeah.
And the sad reality is that that father isn't on the same page as you are. And that one is something that you have to grow to accept. You will get there. Like, I know you will. But right now it doesn't seem like, it's still fresh and you're still working your way through, right? But um it is just one other thing where it is a hard reality when you're dealing with some like people like that who they don't value you. They don't value their kids. Or they don't value family, right? So you're left with having to, one, be there for your child, and two, accepting the new reality that this person will probably never be a part of, even be a part of your child life. But you gotta still, stay focused and do the best that you can for your child and love your child, and y'all grow together, and you know you will get there. But right now, I know like it's probably hard.
Thank you so much. I see everybody's comment. It's really encouraging and nice, and I really appreciate, because I haven't really spoken to anybody about it. I feel like nobody will get it. They won't understand. So most times I just keep to myself,
Is
basically.
he in the same country now?
No, it's still in Italy, and I'm back to where I live.
Oh, okay, I see.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, just again, just number one, stay. Again, it's a hard process. Know that. Know that. So you're not surprised that it's hard. You know that. And just take it from there and slowly find whatever it is that you can use to improve yourself mentally, emotionally, and just go from there. If you need to get professional therapy, whatever you need, just seek that for you. Those will help you so you can be the mom that you want for your child.
Yeah,
I will. Thank you so much.
No
Thank you.
worries. You take care.
Have a good day.
Appreciate you joining. Who's next? Greenie, welcome.
Thank you. Hello, Chilcham. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning from here.
Morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
All right.
Yeah, I also want to share mine. A few months back, when I just came back to Lagos, so I was staying with my aunt, and I met somebody at a market when I went to get something. So he stopped by. He said he has been calling me from afar. He's been calling me. He even chased me down there with a bike just to get my number. So I was thinking it was just a serious man, Back then I didn't have anybody. So I gave him my number. He called me that same night when we met. He called me that night. I was thinking he was what I thought like a 10 over 10. He was calling all time, morning, afternoon, night, checking up on me, and he took me out on a date. But to me, he still doesn't seem intentional. He didn't ask me to be his girlfriend and nothing. So I didn't want to put effort, so it doesn't look like I'm the one chasing. I don't call when he doesn't call. So like for a month, we can stay for a month and nobody talks to anybody. And sometimes when I send text messages, he see them and ghost them. And that's very painful and disrespectful. So I try to step back, but sometimes it's just like what we say, cold and hot. This they call it love bumping, something like that, or gaslighting. I don't really know what that is, but on
It's
my
love
For You
bombing.
page. What?
You mean love bombing? TikTok is teaching everyone this new word, love bombing.
Yes, TikTok is just on my For You page. Each time I open my app, I see love bumping, gaslighting, and I feel like that is what he's doing. And I definitely know he's a nonchalant man, because he only acts this, he only seem affectionate when he wants me to come around, and all that. But I don't see this serious thing in him. So the last time when I went to his house, that was 2 weeks ago. So I went there in the night. I went there. All throughout, it was on his phone, and he keep doing this. I see these red flags, and I'm like, girl, you have to leave. This is not your man. This is not your man. He can stay on his phone for the whole hour till I leave the place. It was like I came to talk to myself. So I was just trying to, play, and he was like, oh, hands are the most dirtiest part of our body. I don't need to touch him because I came from outside. I was touching money. My hands might be dirty, and I felt like this is not the first time I'm touching your face. It's just a play, it's just a play thing. It's nothing serious. So today I'm touching your face. Does it look different? Does it look dirty right now? So he stood up and said, excuse me, I want to take a call
I have
outside.
160 people in here. Let's see if I can get a galaxy tonight. I'm gonna start pushing the goal. Go ahead.
Okay, so can you hear me?
Yeah, we're hearing you.
Yes, so he was saying something about my hands might be dirty and all that. So then he got a call, or I think he called the person, and he has never called me before. So I even thought he's this kind of person that doesn't even call people. But I was surprised he called somebody, and he was discussing. He went outside. I couldn't stay. I texted him immediately and said I want to leave. So when he took me outside to take a transport back home, so he was trying to hold my hand, and already I was upset with what happened. So then he immediately shouted at me and said, "Why are you upset? I was on a call, I was busy, and you're just making a frowny face. Like, what is the problem? What is the problem?" I said, "How?" And then he pointed fingers at me and said, "You should never raise your voice at me when I'm talking to you." And since that day, I've never stepped foot there. I've never stepped foot there. And men can be so, romantic. They show like they're intentional. They give you attention 100%. They care about you. They show loving, and this make you want to fall for them back, right? This make you want to love them back. And when you try to show yours back, it makes you look foolish, because that was when I knew that he was a nonchalant person. And till now, I'm still trying to heal from it. It's not easy, but I'm trying my best. It's been 2 weeks now. I've not called him. I've not texted him.
How does he respond to that?
Sorry?
How does he respond to that? You not reaching out, you not all that.
He has not also texted me or called me even. We don't talk. And this happened even when I was thinking that we are going to, it will actually lead to something. Since the first day he spoke to me, he doesn't call, he doesn't text. I said he's nonchalant. And it's something difficult for me, because my kind of man, you should call me, you should, check up on me. Sometimes he lied too. He will be like, "Oh, right now, I was about to even call you.
Well, I guess based on what you're saying, you're better off letting it stay as is, eh?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm saying, based on what you just said to us, it's probably better off letting things remain how they are. Like, you both
Yes.
aren't interacting pretty much. It's 2 weeks now, right? Just let 2 weeks turn into 4, and then so on until you move on with your life and you heal from this whole thing and find someone who you think deserve your time of day.
Yes, that would be better.
Yeah. Someone said, slowly she will start to question herself. The hard truth is, sometimes the test drive was good as expected, and anyways, before you get it's a good one. But Greenie, definitely, based on what you said, you know that this person isn't what you're looking for. So
Yes.
You cut things off, or you both, whichever way it worked out, where you're not communicating or you are not interacting. So I guess your best bet is to ensure that it remain that way, so you don't get tied up with someone who probably will not give you the treatment that you want or you think you deserve.
Yeah. I guess he's a narcissist.
It doesn't matter what he is, like narcissist, nonchalant. Like, sometimes it's not even that. It's just that maybe he have other interests or he just doesn't care. Like then we're like, yeah. So at this
Then
point,
definitely
if
I
you
should
just
leave.
yeah, just don't try to. At this point, you see exactly what you don't want. It doesn't even make sense. You know, thinking too hard about it. It's just what it is.
Oh yeah, thank you. I had a nice time out here. Thank you for adding me up.
All right, take care.
So I will let someone else share their own story. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you for joining as well. Bye bye.
Bye.
Oh, you said don't go back at his place. Yeah, her best bet is to just let that person go and let things remain the same. Don't entertain him and all of that. Because sometimes that's the issue. We see the red flags. We call it red flags, but we see the attitude. We see the behaviors. We see those those bad trait, but we're like, oh, maybe it's just whatever. And then you go with it 2 years down the line. Oh yeah, he was DV and this and CV, all kind of V when you saw initially, right? So just gotta be careful. My laptop is so loud, man. This thing. Still in. Wow, guys, remember, try to set. I will try to set a galaxy goal. Let's see how good I am. Because people keep saying, "Oh, you're so good," huh? Like, okay, prove it. Let's see the next person. And this Nikki Neza. Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So, hi guys. My name is Nikki. So this ex traumatized me honestly with lifetime thoughts. He was from Zim. Well, we're all in the UK basically. It started when we were friends for like a whole year, and he was, we were vibing and stuff. You know how South Africans are just like, yeah. And then he told me that he liked me. The first red flag that I should have known is when he said, "Can you be my girlfriend?" over the phone. And back then I was easily manipulated and I was so easy. And yeah, he never took me on a date. Bear in mind, he never took me on a date. And then he was manipulating me into thinking that he only wants me and that we're gonna be like a unique couple because we dress like models, etc. And I went to his house, and yeah, we did it. Then this happened like 2 years ago. It's still in my head. And then it's like a short story, and then I went there again. We did it's like we only met once a week, honestly. And then he said that he had family issues, etc., but he was the only child. And he started lying about his friends, saying that they wanted my best friend for a one stand, bless you, for a one night stand and stuff. And I was like, what? You must be kidding me. And all my friends started believing him. And then it was a whole fight between him and his best friends and etc. They're like, he's lying, and like, no, he's not lying, he's telling the truth. And then there's a day where he said, let's meet on a Wednesday. And I was waiting for him on a Wednesday, and I left him like 20 missed calls. Okay. He was my last relationship basically. 20 missed calls, and then I went home, and then he called me and said, I can't talk right now. I'm in Newark. It's in the UK, in Newark. And I said, why? And then he cut the call. And he used to say he loves me, he used to say he loves me. And then I said, why aren't you saying that anymore? And then he said, I don't like to lie. That shocked me, honestly. And then I guess I cried. I just cried. The thing is that I was crying that I was disappointed in what he was saying. And when I met him the next day, he was not even looking in my eyes. He was looking elsewhere, smirking and saying, Nikki, let's break up. Like, my mother does not want me to be with you. But I've never even met his mother, and he broke up with me before my birthday, 2 days before my birthday. And after all those years,
Top on the screen, guys. Top. 45K.
after all those years, after all that year, when we dated, we never even lasted a month. Shocking. So, like, previous relationships, I got manipulated, etc. But I kept on going on that cycle until it came to this one, because this one I knew him for the longest, and I just learned a lesson that a guy can stay for so long just so he can get what he wants. And I just lost myself, basically, and I became someone who basically despised men. Even if the hottest man came to me, I'll be like, nah, I'm good. But then all I can say is I healed because I turned to Christ, I turned to God and stuff. So, but the thing will forever be in my head, because even if any guy who's serious comes to me, I will never give it my all, because I am numb. I don't feel anymore. So yeah, basically it's just a short story with a lot of stuff, basically. So yeah, I'm done.
Do we have any guys from UK in the chat tonight?
By the way, I'm done now.
Okay. Appreciate you sharing, Nikki. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of people who have, based on the experience that they go through, they have that perspective because they're not healed from the situation. It's you're still angry about it, which it definitely takes some time to kind of come to terms and accept it for what it is, and kind of understand that, okay, sometimes they're just bad people. Some people you give your time who didn't deserve it, and they just didn't value you like someone else would have. So I get your perspective. We understand where you're currently at, but be patient with yourself, and who knows? Maybe a week from now, you'll be like, "Where are all the men?" Just kidding. I'm just trying to say, give yourself some time, and just, I guess, with dating, it's always a gamble, right?
Well,
'Cause you're trusting someone with your emotions and everything. That's what you offer them. Now you're giving them that choice. I mean, when you offer it, it's just I hope that this person does me right. Sometimes they don't. But that's what we signed up for too. You know what I mean? So just go
yeah,
easy on yourself. Yeah.
yeah, but I've healed. I just have a numb heart now, so I
You're
don't
not
feel
healed.
anything anymore. No,
You're not
I am actually, because I became heartless now, because I've built a wall, and it makes me more aware of who wants something, but I will never fall again. The guy is still looking at me,
that's
but
and
he
that's how
doesn't.
it should be.
Yeah,
You said you're now more aware, right?
yeah,
You said you're more aware, which, like, you learn. So I understand you're saying you're numb. Is it okay? You will never, ever, like date another guy, is what you're saying? Tell us. Is that what you're
God,
saying?
well, I'm leaving this one to God because whatever happens, happens. But I will never feel any type of way or put my 100% in someone again,
The right
because now
person.
in this generation, people have now learned how to be fake. They can fake like good actors, so you cannot trust what you see. Someone who looks innocent can be the most player
Do
in
you
the
mind
world.
sharing your age?
Huh?
Do you
20.
mind 20?
Yeah.
If I'm doing my live in a like, oh geez, I was gonna say 5 years. Just kidding. Give yourself some time. I understand where I think we understand where you're at right now, and we also know that it's just you're still healing from that. All right. Appreciate you joining, Nikki. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
it's life. It's life, guys. Just leave it to God. And
Leave it to God.
most importantly, that people need to learn is we're now in the revelation, and now your focus should be on God. So on Jesus, basically. So yeah. But yeah,
Definitely.
thank you guys for listening. Whoever wants to go next can go next. Have a great day, everyone.
All right. Take care, Nikki.
Thank you.
Nikki.
How do I get out of the live?
I got you. Nikki. All right. We only have 2 people. Awesome. Let's see if they're here. If they're not here, you already know. Guys, I have listen, let me drop this Galaxy thing again. Because I'm not sure why is my live stream so awesome. And I hear it every day. But it's not reflecting. It is not reflecting. Hi, can you hear me? Welcome.
Oops.
Oops.
I didn't know. I
Oh,
gotta leave. Draft me, please.
oh.
I'm
Okay, let
sorry.
me drop. Oh no, that's okay.
Bye. Thanks.
Guys, listen to me. Once you hit that request to join, it will send me a request to let you in. Okay? All right. Who's next? Hi, can you hear me?
Hi,
Hey, welcome.
thank you. I'm new to the channel, but I saw that it's about sharing, and I would love to share my story.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I want to start by saying that thank you. I right now I'm 29, so my issue started when I first came to the US. I was 19. I really didn't know much. So having a host that was not really helpful was not helpful. So and then I landed myself in this guy that was showing me around and was helping me around. And
So he was like the first person who you met while you were there. Pretty much, you were new to this place,
yes,
and he was like there to show you around the new place. And
yes,
okay, and so you fell for that person. You got into a relationship with him.
yes. So yeah, so I think I don't know if it should be called a relationship or it's a situationship, in the sense, when somebody helps you a lot, shows you around so many things, it's like then this person asks you, to be with them, like to be a girlfriend or something. It's kind of hard to say no, because then, he was like, I think I did it out of like, it's like they say when you borrow somebody, then you're indebted to them. So kind of I felt like I was owing him that much. So I just agreed to be his girlfriend, and then so things just Go ahead.
I mean, that's what happened, so it doesn't matter what I say. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, fast forward, I stayed with this guy for a while, and then at some point, so then I just, made peace with myself, because I mean, I wasn't really, really in love, but like I just made peace with myself and decided this is it for me. Then I'm just gonna have to stay and make it work. First year, second year, then his family started coming in the sense like, so the family decided to make demands, because they said I was now a whole wife. Makura was 20 by then, 2021 now. They said I'm a whole wife, and they need a baby. Like, I need to be a wife.
Share the live, guys. Share the live. Everybody hit share. Share it with somebody. Also, follow if you're new. Hit the follow so you can see me next time.
Yes. So now they started demanding for a baby, but then I had made myself clear with the guy. But at that time, well, he was helping me. I was his girlfriend, but he had helped me secure a place for myself and secure a job, and he had showed me, driving and all that. So I was kind of, my feet were on the ground in some sense. So then, when the family started to ask me for a baby, I told him, well, we gotta get married, and then maybe like make it official in some way, like go visit my parents, even see where I'm coming from, like even just meet my family before I can, give you guys a child, because it's, I mean, that's how it's supposed to be, I guess. But then the mom and the dad, they were visiting my country oftenly, but never had they ever like even wanted to know my parents or even meet my siblings or just meet anybody from my family. So after a while, I mean, that was like almost in the same year, he told me, the reason why I'm not gonna be able to like give you a wedding is because, back at home, I don't have like a house. And usually in my culture is when you guys do a wedding, the bridal party is supposed to like see you off to your new home before they can leave, and they need to like, have like a feast there and before they can leave. So the guy told me, I can't marry you right now. We can't have a wedding because we don't have a home. And so I went all out. I went to work. He and I, built a 5-bedroom house in his home. In my hopes of, now after the house, we're just gonna get married and, get together as husband and wife. We
So
finished.
hold on. Sorry, you said you built?
Yeah, so I helped him out to like have a house back in their home, just because
Before
of,
you get married.
yes, because he said the reason why he couldn't give me a wedding is because we didn't have a house where after the wedding where we're gonna go, because we wanted to have the wedding back in our country. Yes, so so he and I built a house, and then I asked him to tell his parents now to, go visit my parents. At least this is 3 years now. Nobody has ever known even where I'm coming from. Then his parents called my parents when they had visited our country, and they wanted to meet like in a town center, which did
What's
not.
the country that you're referring to?
I'm
What
from
country?
Kenya. I'm from Kenya.
Kenya, and what's the other one?
We're in the US.
US. Kenya.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
then
you were in the US when you both were together and you built a home back
Kenya.
in Kenya, 5 bedroom.
Yes.
Back in
Yeah. So I after where was I? So the parents, my parents were called on phone, and they were supposed to go meet his parents like in some town center somewhere. But traditionally, that's not how it's supposed to be. Traditionally, they are supposed to invite no, they're supposed to go to my home and see where I'm coming from, and then invite my parents to their home to have negotiation of bride price and all that before we can, get married. But that did not happen, and my dad felt like it was kind of disrespectful and it's against the culture to like meet random people. It's just like buddies meeting, so my dad was not for it. And then,
So, hold on. So you're saying that your dad wasn't okay meeting him without him inquiring about the bride price?
my parents were not okay meeting them in, like, it's like in the city center. There's traditions that have to be followed. They needed to go to my home. They needed to know where I'm coming from, because they just met me here. Yes, and about our culture, I see a question there. He knows our culture. We come from the same tribe, so we share cultures. So he was well aware of what's supposed to happen. But then it's also part of that. His parents, all of them are here. His siblings are here. So there's that superiority of feeling like, they're Americans, and people at home, they need to, like, respect them and hear them and all that. So yeah, so then so that did not happen. His parents came back, and now they started throwing shit at me. They started making my life miserable, in the sense, like, they started saying, "Oh, I'm forcing their son to marry me and do my bride price because I know I'm barren. I can't give them a child, because if I can, And then the dad told me straight to my face, "If you guys want to do the wedding, you can only do the wedding without the bride price, because I'm not paying if I don't see any child." Yes, so then the whole issue started becoming, they escalated issues, and the sisters are here too. So the sisters called me and they were like, "Why are you forcing yourself? Why are you forcing my brother to give you a wedding if you don't want to give my brother a child?" And I was like, "Well, that's not how things are supposed to go. I cannot just give you people a child and you guys don't even know me. Like, what if I give birth to a child and then you guys decide to not to be responsible? Like, there's something that needs to solidify our relationship before I can, you don't just meet
I
a."
thought you said, hold on, you were having a relationship with him.
Yes, it's more of a situationship, because he hosted me, and that's how he and I started dating.
He hosted you?
He helped me around the US. He showed me, he helped me get a.
Oh, yeah. You
Yes.
said that, yeah.
Yeah.
But eventually you move from that to now you
Having a relationship
have
with
a
him.
relationship, right? So
Yes.
that don't matter. People meet in whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now you're in a relationship.
Now I'm in a relationship, and
So the family were quite involved there with telling you to, have a child before the marriage, pretty much.
Yes, for them it's more of, when we want a child, and before we can proceed with anything, like, they need to know that I'm able to I'm fertile enough to give them grandchildren before they can do anything. Yes, and the guy and I had an agreement that we're gonna get married before we do anything. But then things changed when the parents started coming in. The whole family came in, and now he was more of the family than what we had agreed. So anytime I ask him something, he would say, "Well, my mom said we can't do this. My mom said we can't do that. My mom has decided," stories like that. So it fast forward, then the following year I asked him, "Well, I'm still your girlfriend. I'm not even, we're not even engaged, like just not, there's no commitment anywhere." So I was like, "Well, from here I feel like we should just part ways. Like, it looks like this is 3 years down the line. He doesn't even know my family. He doesn't know where I come from back in Kenya. He just doesn't know anything about me. He just seen me and he wants a baby, So then fast forward, so his mom and I started having issues. Then the mom started complaining about me, saying I don't when she comes to my house, when she comes to where we were staying now, because I moved in after we got engaged. And Makyu, I'm the one that asked him, like, we are not even engaged. Then he went and bought a ring and he engaged me. I feel like I asked for it. I don't think that he was ready to engage me. I don't know what was in his mind, but anyways, so I used to go and cook in their house and, host their parents and clean up and do all that. But then the mom started saying that every time I cook, I don't sit and eat with them, that they don't feel comfortable, they don't feel welcome in the house. The sister started saying, ever since I came, their brother is behaving differently, their brother is withholding money from them, and so I'm the problem. So I spoke to him and I told him about it, and he said, those are, my sisters are just like that. Just don't mind them. My mom is too old. Just don't mind her. But I was like, well, you gotta at least protect me from you gotta protect me from your family. It shouldn't be the other way. I feel like you're protecting your family against me, like I'm the enemy here. And then so the things about the child again started escalating. Then the sister was like, oh, you know what, we think you went to the hospital and you got yourself into family planning and you're just here playing with my brother. And I was like, well, your brother is here. We have our own way of how we want to do things. Why do you guys feel like I'm the problem? Like, why don't you talk to your brother? At the same time, I'm not on family planning. I was not on family planning. I was like, what makes it obvious that I'm the problem? What if your brother is the problem? You know? Then, so I told him, well, if we don't have a wedding and if this is what's going to happen, like if I cannot feel protected by the man that I'm intending to marry, then I don't think we have anything going on here. I think I'm good to go. And then he went off on me. He said, oh, you know, I know you've seen other men. That's why you're talking the way you're talking. You used to be a humble person. Now they've educated you out there. Now
Tikarancha. 1 second. I'm just gonna, because I know they really want to hear this story. Like they're locked in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take advantage of that by letting y'all know that if you'd like to see me tomorrow, remember to hit the follow. Okay. Also, let's get to 45K likes before I get off here. Appreciate it. Go ahead, CIKA.
so where was I? So yeah, so then now it became a family issue. So anytime we have something or anytime I think of something or I'm sharing with him something, for me, I'm sharing with him as my man, it will be discussed the entire family. And then I'll start receiving calls from the sisters, from the mom, from the brothers. Like it was just a family issue. And then I one day sat him down and I was like, bro, you gotta be in a position to stand as a man and have your own house. Like you're too grown. He was 32 at that point. I'm like, you're too grown to be sharing everything we talk about with your family. At the same time, I feel like you need to be a man, and if you cannot be a man and have your house, if we need permission from your parents, if we need approval from your parents to do anything, then I don't think you're ready. I told him then I think you are not ready. So he went. So we had a family meeting, and in the family meeting, the mom was there, the dad was there, I was called. And then this man goes ahead and start telling, saying out loud in front of his mom, telling me, didn't you tell me that I listened to my mom more than I listened to you? The other day you told me that my dad was calling you, asking you about a child. Didn't you tell me? Now this is in front of the parents and the sister. Now, it's like everybody is 5 against 1. Then I told them, if we are to sit here and finish this conversation, or if this is whatever you want to call it, I also want my family representation here, because you guys are 5, I'm only 1 person. Like there's really no way for me to defend myself, and it looks like this person, my guy who's supposed to be by my side, is you guys are teaming up. I just need representation from my family too. And then the dad went ahead and said, oh, things that happen in my household will stay in my household. You don't have to call your family. Your family doesn't need to know what's happening. You came to my home. You're the one that's married. My son is not married to your home. So there is no way that your dad or your mom needs to know what's happening here. So like I cannot have representation. Like in essence, I'm like, I don't know. They were just wanting to run over me. So I called my dad and I told my dad about it, and I was crying about it. He accidentally had me talk to my dad. He called his brother and he went off and he was like, oh, she's now calling her family. She's telling them everything. She's doing this, she's doing that. The brother started calling me, and the brother was like, hey, you've been married to my home. We are not answerable to anything to your family. So if you feel like you can't be here, you can exit. And I gladly told the guy, oh, I will gladly exit. If you guys want to be talking over me and running over me, I can gladly exit. So as soon as I took my stuff to go out, I went to my brother's house. My brother is here. He came. when I went to stay with my brother, then the mom was like, "Oh, I told you all along, you married a hoe. This girl was a hoe. Right now she's living with different men out there. She's running around, da, 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 da." And the sister, who's not even in we are not in the same state, called the brother and saying, "Oh, yes, I know that that girl has been walking around, da, 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 da. She's doing this, she's doing that." So long story short, my parents told me never to go back to that family. But then in my in my 20s, that was my early 20s, so I met him at 19 and then I went 20, so this is 21. I really don't know much, and I'm like, well, what else what worse can happen? I mean, I don't know that I'll meet any different men out here, so this is all I knew. And so I went back to him. My
So
brother,
you mean you went back to where you went back to school?
no, I went back to him after I left and stayed with my brother for a week. I just decided to go back to him because I made excuses for him in my head. I said, well, maybe it's his family that is pushing him so hard. Maybe now that I've left, he's seen that I'm more serious. Now he'll take me serious. Yes. Yes. So I went back to him, and my parents were super mad, and my parents were like, well, at this point, just consider us dead to you. Don't ever call us with your issue. Don't ever tell us anything. Do your
And you
thing.
understood.
Do your thing. We are good. But again, the guy used to like, he does something and then he will love bomb me. He knows I love diamonds, so he'll go buy me bracelets and all this, and I'm like, well, I mean, it's not his problem. Maybe it's his family. So I kept on saying, maybe it's his family. Maybe it's his family. So this second time, he traveled from the US. He traveled to Kenya. I was left alone. Then the mom said, so she wanted to come and live with me in the house because the son was not around. Poor me, I said, well, no problem. I mean, I don't mind. She can come. So she came. She came. And then the sister said, well, now I'm on holiday. Schools are closed. I think I will visit your state. I don't want to disclose the state. I will visit your state and maybe stay there for a while. So the mom and the sister
You
came.
said which mom are you talking about?
His
Like
mama.
your mom, right?
No, his mama. My parents are in Kenya. Both my parents are in Kenya. So this is his mama.
Awesome, because it's about to go down, guys. Chat, get your popcorn.
It's his mama. It's his mama and the sister. They came staying with me. So I mean, this is the mom. This is the sister. This is me. Same house. I was literally their house girl. The sister will wake up in the morning and be like, hey, my mom takes breakfast by 8, so you cannot be sleeping, da 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 da. I work night shift, Macu. So when I come in the morning at 5, I leave work at 6, so I get home at 7. And they